That was weird. I didn't click on it to transition. It did that automatically. I'm low-key not ready yet. So I'm going back. That was very strange. That was very strange what just happened. I'm not completely sure what that was. But OBS just decided, Dad, you know what? We are starting right now. And I'm like, I'm just sitting here. Luckily, I wasn't in a compromising position. Because, you know, that would have been a real career ender. Anyway. We are back for part 2, day 2 of simulating the NRL finals on Rugby League 26. Day 1 went just so well. It was just so entertaining. I thought, why not come back for more? For those of you who were not here yesterday, so we did all the games that will take place in week 1, all 4 of those. We've got 5 more to go in the final series. The winners were Canterbury down in Melbourne, Penrith in New Zealand, Roosters in Cronulla, and the Broncos in Canberra. All 4 away sides got the win. Coincidence? Probably. What that does mean is that for this first game of what would be week 2, an elimination game, we've got the mighty Melbourne Storm, who I've gone past there, against, if my mathematics is correct, the Penrith Panthers. This is a matchup I would love to see in real life, purely because I want one of these sides to knock out the other. I think that'd be heaps funny. So that's what we're going to go with. I do need to quickly do some team management, because, of course, while the likes of Ryan Pappenhausen will be back for Melbourne, Jerome Hughes, of course, will not. So I'll chuck their Bronson Garlic on the bench. Nas will not be back, so Kamikamitha will play. And I think that's all I had to do for them, to my memory. Dolphin says, have you found out how to mod on TikTok? I will be super honest. I did not give it any thought. So, unfortunately, no. Is it necessary, though? We'll find out. We will find out. That's the Melbourne team done. On the Penrith side of things, they were good to go. Kenny will be back, I'm almost certain, next week. So they're as named. We will, for this time, lower the difficulty all the way down to rookie, because I want to see some bloody points, okay? Last time, yesterday, was quite the slog for one to commentate. So we'll go with this. Dogs are winning the comp, says Mike. Well, in this or in real life? Or in both? I guess you'd probably think both. Can't wait for more 6-0 scorelines. That's the thing. That's the thing that we're hopefully going to avoid by the fact that it's on rookie. But we will see. 2K after, I won't rule it out, but I'm going to say very unlikely because I need to edit this so it can be out tomorrow. So week 2, it is now sudden death for the Melbourne Storm. Them going out in straight sets. That would be an absolute disaster. Penrith having won over in New Zealand in week 1, set to go down there at Amy Park. Who says, back-to-back Leaguie streams, I must be dreaming. I think you are. Especially LeaguieGames streams. Like, I have never done multiple streams in a week on this channel, as far as I'm aware. So Moses Leota, ready and raring to go. I've turned off the commentary. I think it was off yesterday as well. But anyway, I'll just skip that intro. Pappenhausen to kick us off, the Flying Dutchman. If you did not see my short that I made about his donation to the Netherlands Rugby League, you definitely should. It is popping off. So here we go. 7-minute halves, rookie difficulty. We might get to see some more points. Pappenhausen kicks us off. It'll be the Panthers with their first run of the ball with Mitch Kenny goes himself. I get the feeling that might not be happening in real life. But that's Rugby League 26 for you. Cleary doesn't get through the line. It's deceiving. I always think that they're going to get through, but then they're tackled from behind. Yo will shift out to the left, find Talangi. Edwards back through the middle. I played a bit of Rugby League 26 after yesterday's stream. It was just not fun. I'll be honest. McLean is through. Pappenhausen tackles him though on the 30. I then went and played FIFA 14 and it was an infinitely more fun game, unfortunately. Lindsay Smith bumps off one Melbourne Storm player. Big set from Penrith. Big 77-meter gain. He could draw first blood here very early. Kick there from Blaze Talangi. It's being chased pretty good. But caught there by Xavier Coates. Safe as you like, as Nathan Cleary takes a dive and misses absolutely everything. So, he did his hammy? Really? So he's out for the whole final series? I thought it was just a minor thing. But anyway, I cannot be bothered to go back and change it. This is fine. Stefano plays it at the 30. Grant out of dummy half to find Liero. Oh, there's gap there. There is a big gap there. He gets up to halfway, Sean Blaw. I noticed this while I was editing. Why does it show us... It should be the other side. All the ads are flipped on the field. So, that kind of annoyed me. Neither team is sprinting. Well, hopefully we might see a more open game nonetheless, because yesterday it did not set a high bar. Kick there from Munster. Good catch from Paul Alamotti. There's a huge hole in front of him. A massive hole. But Pappenhausen manages to tackle him. I just know there's going to be comments about the fact I said massive hole. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Yo up over the 30. I will try as well to remember this time not to say the names of platforms. Because that did maybe impact yesterday's stream. We'll see. We'll see. Edwards with some space, but tackled by Pappenhausen. No, Pappenhausen doesn't get a full grasp of him, so now up beyond the 30. Penrith looking very, very good here. Master, I'm not reading out the rest of that name, on TikTok says he doesn't like how the clock ticks down. I think that's the way it is on the broadcast though, isn't it? Yeah. Kenny takes a run himself on the last. Won't he get an offload away? No, he doesn't get an offload. So that was a weird way to end their set. But 15 minutes gone. Look, both sides are definitely playing more expansive footy. Big hit, Jesus Christ. I think it was Moses Leota on Xavier Coates. That has driven him back far, and he barely played that facing backwards. That was extremely, extremely sideways. Holy. That was insane. Kenny will be back week 2. Yeah, I thought so. Did you do physics in high school? I did. I did the International Baccalaureate, standard level physics. Grant across the Katoa. They're going the short side. Coates is flirting with the sideline, but Edwards has got him. The veteran Dylan Edwards. Grant will find Katoa. Now they're shifting it. Josh King up over the halfway line, but not quite up to the 40. Tiger, you should be studying for your maths. That is infinitely more important than this. Monster with a kick. In real life, I tipped him to have a, quote, generational final series. He didn't live up to it in game 1 of their final series in Rugby League 26, but maybe, there's definitely still time to turn it around in this game. Speaking of turning around, Isaac Tungo with a little swirl. I do love that move. It is great. By the way, another thing, in terms of the TikTok chat showing up on the stream, my software doesn't allow for it, unfortunately. So it's just going to be the other 2 platforms. But Ronaldo 809 on TikTok does ask who I go for. The Roosters. I go for the Roosters. So on the last tier, Penrith, they are absolutely gaining more meters on the lower difficulty. Talangi puts a kick in. It was a very low one, though. Warbrick decides to catch it and is like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to not run. Who needs to run, realistically? Just decides, I'm going to stand there, bamboozle the opposition. Drop something. Yeah. Oh, whatever. The shift out to the right here, Jack Howarth, who I feel like he's barely played this year, but the numbers don't lie. He did play. I guess he just hasn't had as much impact as he did last year. On the 4th, this is not as good a set. They'll kick. That is a bizarre kick. Is that What? It's just gone to the other wing to Coates. They made like 5 meters on that play. What the hell? That was so weird. Monster will put the second kick of the set in. I was like, are they going for a 40-20? Nope, they're just going for a 5-meter kick across field as Edwards does a step and gets up to about 35 out from his own line. So still no points in this first half, but definitely both sides looking more likely than they did on the higher difficulty. Seals, you can absolutely have a shout out for your birthday. Shout out Seals. Shout out Seals. So Kenny now gives it to Cleary. Edwards out the back on a sweeper play. Alamotti steps and is through. Maybe that's why he's playing over Tom Jenkins. I can't believe what they did to Tom Jenkins. That is insane. Master on TikTok. I'm live on the games channel, not the main channel. So... and Boston, yes, that is literally the next main channel video I'm doing, reacting to my ladder predictions. So caught there by Talangi on the last, and they again just run it. So I guess that is the difference in the difficulty, because Mitch Kenny did that earlier. So not threatening at all. Melbourne are kicking, more than they should, and Penrith are not kicking at all. That's the difference between these two sides. Phantom, funny you ask, my birthday is exactly 1 month from today. Sean Blaw now. Up over the halfway line. Is forced back a little bit there, but we'll play it. And again, Grant does the whole hesitation before picking up the ball. I do love that. Woo Woo God, yeah, I don't get what they've done to Reid Marnie, man. He's a premier hooker. He's genuinely a very good player. I don't get the changes this late in the season. Chan takes a hit up. Can't get through. I've got more to say on it. I'm just going to commentate on this last play. So 2.5 minutes left to go in this first half. It's the last chance Melbourne are going to get this play. Wishart. I think that's just a knock on. No, still the last. Nothing comes of it. Just a handover. Yeah. Bulldogs, spine. So it reminds me of the 2017 final series where Trent Robinson for the Roosters, after we finished second on the ladder, decided, you know what? I need more defense. And he decided that his centers for that final series were going to be Ryan Matteson and Mitchell Orbison, with Joey Manu dropped from the side, and Latrell Mitchell and Daniel Tupou on the wings. It was bizarre. That's what it reminds me of. Halftime, 0-0. There's a shock, but that is Rugby League 26 for you, unfortunately. But as I say, I think both sides offered slightly more. They just didn't actually have any shred of execution when it mattered. So, Oliver, this is week 2 of the finals. This is week 2. Cobra says he's going to upload a video. Awesome. That's very cool. I look forward to seeing it. Pappenhausen straight through. He only had Edwards to beat, but while they can easily beat an entire defensive line full of players, they cannot beat an opposition fullback. It's impossible. They just don't get through at all. Is that a penalty? I think it is a penalty. Okay, first penalty of the game. Melbourne are going to get out of their own end here. Paloma on TikTok. Hello. Thank you for saying you love my videos. I appreciate that. Bronx won on last night's stream. And Ollie, I'd be very happy to play against you, but unfortunately, my internet where I am is not up to it. We did try yesterday. But next week, on Tuesday, come along, and yeah, I'll happily play against you. Although, actually, I might be doing Rugby League Live 3. I probably will be, because I really want to play that game. So, yes. Okay, so Melbourne, I think, with the best attacking opportunity of this game. Wishart for Pappenhausen. Now Warbrick in the corner. Doesn't do a little step around Brian To'o. If only penalties are blown this much IRL, says Emperor Beggins. I think that is. Definitely be a very free-flowing game. On the last here, Melbourne. Grant gives it across to Wishart. He does put a kick in. But Moses Leota, the world-renowned fullback that is Moses Leota, was there to clean it up. Holy. Thank you for saying that, Seals. I appreciate it. Martin gets through there. So a nice little 20-meter run there from Liam Martin. But again, absolutely no threat of beating the fullback, which is kind of the most important thing. Lindsay Smith, though, there was no fullback in front of him if he'd made his way through. Penrith on the march. This half is do or die for these two sides, and at least Penrith are actually kind of playing like it is. There's Edwards through, but again, can't beat Ryan Pappenhausen. That's, to be fair, only because of his Dutch genes. They do give you superpowers. Long live the Netherlands. Liam Martin into the line now. So they will have one more to go here in the set. Kenny at dummy half. You'd think he'll go to find Nathan Cleary here. He finds instead Blaise Talangi, who actually has been the go-to option for them in this game, weirdly. Easy catch by Coates, who does a very sideways little step maneuver. Yeah, Ross, the CEO, has said that the game is unfinished. I think it was supposed to maybe come out in November, I was hearing. But then that was... those rumors were dispelled. Anyway, Ross has basically said this game is going to be very good by the time its original release date does come around. Oliver, Bulldogs won. So this is why Melbourne are playing in game 2. Warbrick gets through. Edwards is in front of him and makes the tackle. Easy. So on the last here, not a bad set for Melbourne out of their own end, but they've made a lot more ground at other points in this game. That's a good kick. Is it going to bounce dead? Is sitting up. Oh, I think Edwards played at that. No, he didn't. Okay, Jesus. That was unfortunate because it looked like it was very, very well weighted. And then I thought right at the last moment, Edwards had played at it. That's actually kind of impressive that he knew to wait. That's not bad coding. That's not bad coding. So ball played there. Now across to Scott Sorensen. Edwards did a little turn step through the middle, but they couldn't stop him. Woo says there's 2 months left to get to the good version. Well, yeah, I know. It's not great. Someone asked what I'd give this game out of 10. I want to talk it up. I really do, because I think it's good for the game if people buy this game. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a 6 maybe. I think that was Cleary kicking into offside player, and it was. So Melbourne are going to get a good opportunity here. Yeah, it's tough because there's little details that this game does very well cosmetically, and I think like stuff like the stadiums look good, but then you get an interchange of play like that. So, I mean, really. Now across to Eli Katoa, almost playing out in a centre role there. Melbourne have completely wasted this set with some terrible passing plays. Hello, Samuel. I'm doing well. How are you? 13 meters gained. Are you serious? Where did Melbourne from the start of the game come from? This is putrid. This is awful. Alamotti up over the 30. Yeah, that was I think one of the worst sets I've ever seen. Unfortunately, that was terrible. Broxton over on TikTok. Yeah, just you can go into the settings and change the camera angle. So, yeah. I'm not playing though, to be very clear. I'm not playing. This is a simulation. So, by the time our actual final series starts, this game will have a try. We could be set for 0-0 and then golden point. This might be a 1-0 game. Which kind of, it's annoying because it kind of defeats the entire purpose of the simulation. I want to see, points scored. But yeah, 38 meters gained there for Penrith. We're inside 10 minutes to go. I don't think either side is scoring. Was that a kick from Isaac Tongo? I think it was. So very random. So random. Yeah, Will, NRL head on TikTok. I agree. I've really struggled to get momentum in this game personally. But anyway. And Marcos Raider. Yeah, I hope you're well as well. Dogs fan, despite having Raider in your name. That is interesting. So play it there on the 3rd. Grant gets it, decides not to do anything, then has a little bit of a run. No, Serial Chick, I am not playing. I am not this bad. This would be a terrible angle to play at. This game loves weird kickers, I know, whether it's locks or centers or whatever. Much better set from Melbourne, though. They're just out of range for a field goal, though, still. Is the ball going to bounce? No, it doesn't. Gets caught there by Brian To'o, who's in space. To'o's in space, beelining for the sideline. Pappenhausen, he probably would have been better off trying to tackle him over the sideline instead of forcing him back. If they can get through some plays quickly here, Penrith could be in field goal range by the end. We could have our 1-0. We could still yet have our 1-0. Talangi, now across to find Papali'i. Rex, you won't need to wait to do a trial match with the Broncos. The game after this is, oh no, sorry, it'll be Raiders and Roosters. Raiders and Roosters. I think they can get one more play in here, then they're going to have to, well, it's going to be the last anyway. But the clock's running out. They're going to even try for a field goal. They're quite a long way out. Doesn't look like it. No, that's not a field goal attempt, so they didn't even try it. Just kicked for the corner. Will Warbrick. 0-0. Magnificent. Honestly, that was so extremely challenging to commentate because there was nothing going on. Absolutely freaking nothing. Jezza, I have a video on my main channel, the Leaguie, that you can check out where I go through all my predictions. It's doing very well, that video. YouTube gives you statistics out of like the last 10 videos that you've made, and it has like twice as much views as second place. It's doing very, very well. Pappenhausen kicks us off for golden point. The clock will tick down a little bit more slowly. Folks, though, we could be waiting a long time for points. Not if Edwards keeps making brace like that, though. I will say that. I will say that. What a game, says Mike. What a game it is. Will on TikTok says, Storm versus Panthers are always like this. They're cagey affairs, but they're not 0-0 at full time. I will say that. Schneider across to Cleary. Finds Papali'i. Nothing doing there. Still, they're only less than 40 meters out, so a couple of other hit-ups here. That's nice. Oh, they're going to go for a field goal straight away. 1-0. I think that was that Liam Martin? You're not telling me that was Liam Martin. Hang on. Hold up. Hold the phone. You are not telling me that just randomly on the third tackle, Liam Martin was like, do you know what? Nathan's in the side. It was freaking Liam Martin. Are you serious? This is tough. This is hard, bro. How... I wanted to create... I mean, look, I didn't have high expectations, right? I didn't want to create the most realistic possible algorithmic simulation, like I said at the start of the video. But still, freaking Liam Martin in golden point on the third being like, inshallah, I get this through the posts. That is just ridiculous. 1-0. Oh, we don't even have a leg to stand on talking about soccer, bro. We're getting 1-0 games. Penrith, honestly, knock out both sides. Neither of those sides deserve to progress to week 3, okay? I'm sorry, but they don't. They just don't. That had Kurt Capewell written all over. Freaking Kurt Capewell heritage. That was against the Panthers, though. Does anyone know... This is... unrelated. You know how it keeps idling, like it goes dark and I need to like press the controller? I was looking pre-stream for a way, I hope I don't dox myself by doing this, for a way to stop that. It's not in like power options though. On Xbox, does anyone know how to stop it from idling? Preferences? Maybe? No? Oh, idle options. There we go. Yeah, we'll make it 60 minutes. Cool. Okay, let's get back into it. Yes, so that's all sorted out. So we'll get into game 2. Marcos on TikTok. Yes, I'm going to Shark Park on Saturday. I'm also going to GIO Stadium on Sunday. I'm doing a mad dash on Sunday morning to get down back to Canberra. So week 2 would be, speaking of Canberra, the Green Machine, the Canberra Raiders against my beloved Sydney Roosters. So that was, again, another game in which the away team won. Actually, I'm going to put us in our home jersey. Another game in which the away team won. That's now 5 times in a row that has happened. Should I just name the worst possible Canberra Raiders side in order to guarantee a Roosters premiership? I think that's probably the way to go. Sisangi will play over Nicholson. With Hosky in the back row. That's their side, right? Well, Horsburgh starting lock, actually. That's what they tend to go with, and the Smithies on the bench. That looks good to me. And our side... Wong to the bench. Where's Egan? Egan will play. Am I tripping? Oh, wait, Nafahu White's the lock. I was like, I completely forgot who our lock was. Where is my boy Benaya? There's my boy Benaya Yoelu. I will start Watson at lock because even though Benaya Yoelu's been starting for the Roosters, the game won't put Watson on at hooker naturally, so I need to do it like that. I mean, rookie was literally worse. So I think maybe let's go the full other end of the spectrum and go legend. I think that's probably the way to go. Master, it was a 1-0 win to Penrith. And Kai Richardson, your name does ring a bell. I will say, your name does ring a bell. I'm doing all remaining finals games. So we've just done one. We're going all the way through to see who wins the premiership. And then I'll edit this later tonight and it will be uploaded on LeaguieGames tomorrow on YouTube. So game number 2 of the second stream. Game number 2 of week 2 of the finals. Raiders versus Roosters. We had last year's grand final replay in game 1 of week 2. We've now got the 2019 grand final replay in game 2. I cannot wait for the Roosters to win this one off the back of a 6 again. That would just be absolutely mint. I would love that. Please have a scoreline higher than 6-0. I mean, boss, we know that ain't happening. Realistically, you are asking way too much. Way too much. Let's be realistic. Put it 9-minute halves. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here through 5 games today, I would be open to increasing the half length. But realistically, we had 1-0 in the last game into Golden Point. I don't think increasing it a little bit will help all too much. So, Rex, yes, that's really, of course it does. Of course it does. Okay. The minor premiers against the team who finished in 8th. You'd think surely Canberra get this done, yeah? Roosters, massive underdogs. Just saying, if the Roosters were to win this, what a story it would be. Absolute underdog stuff. So, okay. Fogarty will kick us off. This is one I would love to see in real life because A, it means we get through to week 2, and B, it means I don't need to travel 3.5 hours each way to see the bloody Roosters. First run for James Tedesco. No, he gives it to Lindsay Collins. That pass was about 2 miles behind Collins. He did very well to catch that. Watson in a dummy half will get it about 20 meters out. Sam Walker straight through a hole. Okay, interesting. And we intercept straight away. Oh my days. Okay. He got through very, very easily and then was like, you know what? That was too easy. Raiders, have the ball back. Feel free, boys. I don't want to take it from you like that. I ain't taking that. I ain't taking it. Okay, so Raiders with a great attacking opportunity here, 20 meters out on the 3rd. Now Fogarty will take a run. Come on, Chookies. Bondi Wall stuff, that's what we need. Starling to find Strange. Now across to Seb Chris, and they draw blood very early. Oh no. Oh no, we did not get a try in the entirety of the last game, and the Raiders on their first possession, Sam Walker. No, okay, brother. Sam Walker has taken a bribe to lose this game. Makes a line break, throws an intercept, and then does that as an attempt at a tackle. You are not telling me that this brother is committed to a Roosters victory today. Okay. Absolutely not. Panthers fan on TikTok. I do read TikTok. Yes, I do. Yep. And yes, Marcos, I am simulating this year's finals. Maybe legend is the way. It might be. If this experiment had any legitimacy, I would not be allowed to change the difficulty halfway through, but let's be honest. It so doesn't. This is not the most scientific of experiments. So, Serial Chick says, my players are taking bribes to lose and is an exquisite cope. I'm sorry, but Sam Walker can tackle better than that. Okay, so Raiders with a run now. Give us an intercept. Make a line break. Throw us an intercept. Let's get back to 6-all. And clips on TikTok. I absolutely do. The clips of me are great. They're very, very funny. Okay. Starling will find Joseph Tarpany. Good tackle there from the Chookies. I think that's Victor Radley or Angus Crichton. I can't remember which one's wearing which jersey. Mike Cool, probably a center or a back rower, but really, I'm not good at footy at all. So on the last here, they do get just into the Roosters half the Raiders. Starling gives it back to Fogarty. That's a very, very low kick, and the Roosters are going to start this near halfway. We did see that, I think it was Sam Walker put in a really low kick in the game that the Roosters played. So we saw that happening. Rex, I know that ain't true. So Collins up over the 40, the man who took the charge down, but they're already halfway through this set, not really going anywhere. Radley gets it out to Spencer Leniu. Nothing doing. Now to Fahu White through the middle. Nice little offload for Lindsay Collins. Retreating defensive line. Oh, he was close. He only had one more to beat there on the last. Come on, Chookies. Let's hit back straight away. What is the referee doing? Just literally running through the ruck. And Walker... He's like, who needs a last tackle option? Let me just have a nice little jog. Beautiful little jog. Up towards the try line. Nothing doing there. Absolutely nothing doing. Is GIO sold out? I'd be surprised if it's not. So, Walker is an inside agent. Exactly. Harry says, who's your favourite player? Connor Watson is my favourite Roosters player. Not Rooster, though. It'd have to be Cam McInnes. Hopawati, he had a little half breakdown there in the corner. We couldn't take him over the sideline there, though. Ball comes free, but it was just an offload back towards Ethan Strange. So Raid is definitely looking the better right now. Just saying, Sam Walker has thrown an intercept, missed a tackle to concede a try, and on the last didn't do anything. I am pretty sure that bribe thing is law accurate. So... yeah, Highland says he does simulations in Rugby 25 and there's never any tries scored. We've certainly figured that out. We have, which has me very, very frustrated as a Roosters fan to have conceded one that early. Oh, Cyril, I'm glad you say that. That's very flattering. Very flattering. Watson gives it to Savala. That was... who was he passing to? What? Why? He's like, let me throw it 15 meters backwards. Because why not? Tedesco, eat your heart out. Why is Walker that deep? Or Savala? Oh, my days. We are... I was going to say we're at 6s and 7s, but I know what the chat's going to say. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're the GOAT. Thank you, random citizen. I love you too. You didn't say you love me, actually. You're also the GOAT. I'll say that. Great. So, Raiders up near the halfway line. Mariota, geez, he has walked over the top of Connor Watson. Absolutely over the top. In fairness, this is a Roosters rebuild year. Hey, I would take week 2 of the finals if we lost 50-0 in week 2, bro. Yeah, TikTok chat is going off for 6-7. Oh, dear God. Timoko tackled there. So we still got one more to defend here, the Roosters, but a 74-meter gain. Holy Jesus Christ. The score of Raiders and Broncos simulation, I can't remember exactly. Nafahu White, geez, he was close to going the distance. He was a speedy boy. Nafahu White, we know this. I know the Broncos won it, though, obviously. So... but he rigged it for Roosters and is still losing. Hey, I didn't rig nothing. You saw the teams before. This is perfectly legitimate. Bradley with a hit up. Come on, just one cheeky little line break. That's all I ask. One cheeky length of the field try. Just for the content. I need clips, okay? Robert Toya, that's nice off the offload. And he's through. A wild pass back. Absolutely insane. I liked the line break, but he's like, let me just get rid of 20 meters of running that I've just done. Now they shift it out wide. Nafahu White will get tackled. One more to go in this set. Roosters probably won't get another attacking opportunity in this first half. Savala, he will put a kick up. Tap back by the Roosters, and Watson will die with it. Good place to turn the ball over. Maybe we can force a little cheeky error here. Error or two would be very, very hard. No Chad Townsend, Roosters will lose, says Sea Phantom. One line break. Don't let it be Sam Walker. Well, we know what would happen if it was Sam Walker. He would literally be like, all right, do you know what? Kyle Weeks, here is the ball. I will hand it to you on a silver platter. Raiders putting in some lovely ball playing. Roosters doing well to keep them down where they are, though. I can't remember exactly what the score was, to be honest. I just know that it was a low-scoring game and that Broncos did get the win. I think they might have being the only team to score a try. So out now to Hosking. 35 meters out from his own line. So that's a good defensive set from the Roosters, but unfortunately they're going to run out of time here to get back and take advantage of this field position. Unless Tedesco can make a break, which he does. Oh, for God's sake, did he do a step, bro? One step, one little step, the tiniest of steps, and you would have been away. You would have been absolutely through. Nafahu White, he gets it out wide to Billy Smith. Another offload? No other offload. Okay, they're going to play it. They're going to have enough time to play it. Play it. And they do play it. Okay, one more play. And Angus Crichton just dies with it. Sick. Boys, come on. We need more from you, Chookies. Okay, we need more. We are one of the better attacking sides in the comp. What is this? Favorite Eels player? Bro, you cannot look past Mitchell Moses. That dude is just insane. His impact on the Eels form is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Which finals week? This is week 2. And to remind you guys, I am not playing. This is a simulation. Sakaya Weeks, is that forward? No, it's not. Those ones often can be forward. That would have been absolutely magnificent. Dean, I love your commitment to the bid. Okay, I love your commitment. I admire it. But please, brother, make a new joke. Hudson Young up to the 30. Starling for Hosking. So they're halfway through this set now. At least, hey, on GIO Stadium, the ads are flipped the right way around. That's cool. Nice little 12 there from Kyo Weeks. Does get an offload away. See, that's how you get an offload away when you make a line break, boys. Not passing it 25 meters backwards. Starling with a run. There was a Rooster offside, but did well not to tackle him. I'm not saying the amount of meters gained, but it was nice. That's going to get clipped. Fergie will find Daniel Tupou, who's through. But no, don't go for the sideline tubes. We've seen so many wingers just run over the sideline. Okay, good. Held in tackle penalty. Okay, come on, Chookies. This is us. This is us, baby. We get a try here. Sam Walker kicks a field goal. Easy as you like. Done. Or actually, do you know what? Based on that last game, forget Sam Walker. It's going to be freaking Victor Radley, I think. Okay, inside the Raiders half now. We do shift it out to Lindsay Collins. We'll get up to about the 30. Nice. I like what I see, boys. Come on. Come on. The try is on here. Sam Walker finds Angus Crichton. Again, another 10 meters. Gets up to the 20. Watson will find Lenu. Now out to Billy Smith. That's not as good a play. That's only been about 2 meters there. We need a good one here to actually really threaten on the last. Crichton will get to 10. That's all right. That's all right. But not really threatening the line here. Got to Savala, who puts a kick up. Is trying to find Mark Nwangani Tawase. Oh, tap back. If he tried to catch it instead of tapping it back, he absolutely scores there, Robert Toyer. 100% he does. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I might need to intervene here to guarantee the Roosters premiership. I don't think we can have this. Oh, that's a good hit. That's a beautiful hit. I think that's Benai Yowelu. Good stuff. And then he gets... No, it's Spencer Lenu. He gets absolutely monstered on the next tackle. Dean says, thoughts on the allegations of you being the best streamer from Canberra? I don't know any other streamers from Canberra. Maybe. I mean, highly unlikely. One thing I do want to be one day, an ambition of mine, as Starling does not pick up the ball, is the best or biggest YouTuber from Mauritius. Mark Nwangani Tawase does step around the fullback. Oh my God, he actually did a thing. A player got around a fullback. Come on, Chooks. Bro, okay. I know what the scoreline says, but the Roosters have been so much better than the Raiders in this game. We've deserved it, baby. We've deserved this win. Watson will find Savala. Gets it up over the 10-meter line. So still 3 tackles left here. Surely we can get a try. Just one. Nafahu White, regulation hit up, doesn't get over. 2 more to go here. Watson finds Savala. Or he might get over, but he's held up. He's held up. Oof. Held up. Tiger, I'll watch it after the stream. Okay. Thoughts on the Fox? Great player. Great player. I think sort of people have forgotten what he did at the end of last season, which was not great. But anyway, Roosters on the last. Walker will put a kick up. Chase through. They tap back again, and they do get it. Oh, yes! Yes, finally. Finally. I thought the tapping back has not worked at all, but Victor Radley gets there. 1-on-1 with Josh Leaguie. Let's go. We're going to level this thing up. Jesus. Let's go. Okay, Tiger, I'm using my iPad to read TikTok chat. This is a big thing. Walker with a kick to level us up. He does. He does. Biased? Okay, wow. The Roosters fan wants the Roosters to win this. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Wow, I'm dropping a lot of frames, it looks like. Is the stream quality okay? All my metrics are terrible, but no one's complaining, and normally people complain. So... okay, Tiger. Cool. Finn McMissile. Freaking forward pass. That's going to give it away. Damn it. I appreciate it, but please, unless it's completely necessary, I can't be watching YouTube videos while I'm streaming. Okay? I'm sorry. But thank you. So we give it away very, very easily there. Maybe it's not just Sam Walker that's selling this game. Maybe it's not. What would the score be if someone kicks a field goal? I mean, 7-6. I know what you're doing, brother. I know what you're doing. Roosters have to defend an entire set here. If the Raiders actually had like game awareness, they'd definitely kick a field goal here. Absolutely they would. Horsburgh, ball plays to Joe Tarpany. Not bad, but not great. Tamale for the corner. Oh, no. No. He scored. Oh, God damn it. No. Mark just stood there. Hello, PvP Cliff. Thank you for stopping by the channel. I appreciate it. You should look at my main channel, the League. It's even better. Panthers fan wants me to say my favorite Panthers player, Toto. Toto, you cannot dislike Toto. The only hope is that Fogarty misses this. It started way out to the left, but it swung back around. The two opportunities Canberra have had, they have taken, and I think they're prelim bound for sure. They are prelim bound for sure. Collabing with a woman and getting married, that is so last century. I need to honor the tradition of the male loneliness epidemic. Thank you, Tiger. That's a lovely comment for you to say. Rex, who is my crush? 6 points in this. Raiders don't give us that forward pass. Freaking abused was Nafau White there. His Kiwis teammate. Holy. Damn it. So as soon as the Roosters got back into it, they get back out of it. Still, this does support my predictions of Canberra getting through to the prelims. Room tour, I mean, you literally see the entire room here. It is just a bedroom, so there's not much more to see. It's game over, says Rami. I think it might be. We need an error or something. Anything here. Anything. 55 meters gained for Canberra. They'll kick it from roughly the halfway line. It's Owen Paddy with a kick. Lovely Tupou line break here. Cheeky little Toops line break. Oh, he does. No, don't go towards the sideline, Toops. That was a beautiful run from Daniel Tupou. That might just be good enough. But if it angled back inside, he could have gone the length. They're spreading it. Lenu will take it up to just shy of the 40 there. Watson will find Walker. Now they're spreading it nicely. Tedesco to find Toops. Does a lovely little spin. Daniel Tupou is carrying right now. Don't go over the sideline. Oh, that's so sad. Bro, he did the homina, show me your flex, and then just got barreled over the sideline. God damn it. Oh, no, I need my Roosters to win the premiership. It would be such good content. It would be so funny if the Roosters just happened to win. Bro, is that bad for the Chooks to win? Yes, sir, I am. We're not going to win it in real life, so this is my only hope. So... Yeah, Ricky, I answered that earlier. Thoughts on the Fox? Like, very good player, likable, but I do think people have sort of forgotten what he did at the back end of last season. But anyway, not to sour the mood. He's a fantastic player. That woman rugby player that plays for the Roosters in the NRLW, well, there's about 20 of them. So you're going to have to be more specific. Ethan Strange across now to Kyle Weeks. Albert Hopewati gets it. One more to go here for Canberra. And the Roosters will not have time to get a full set in. So they need an absolute miracle. Starling wasting a bit of time by not picking up the ball there. And he'll just turn it over. Honestly, while I'm not going to give the game credit for that because we've seen it happen so much, that was a good play in that moment. Crichton. Give it to Daniel Tupou, bro. He's the one that's been making the line breaks. He is the one that's been making the line breaks. Lenu does get through. He's angling away. He had support back inside. Gets an offload away, though, in the end. Collins, retreating defensive line, absolutely battered. They then leave him alone. He then gets an offload away again. Spencer Lenu takes a run up. Jesus Christ. Well, we're giving ourselves an opportunity, but there's only one more to go here. We need an absolute miracle. Radley will just take a hit up. Yeah, because why not? Why not? A valiant effort, Chookies, but the Raiders advance to the prelims. So, Penrith get through in the first game, Canberra get through in the second game. Lindsay Collins is holding Sam Walker, who's having a big old cry about it. That is such a funny animation. Like, Sam Walker's actually broken down physically. That is hilarious. Damn it. Yes, Hamish, I'm very surprised Jenkins is off for Alamotti as well. Anyway, man of the match, Savelio Tamale. Literally, we spent 55 minutes getting back into that game, and we were level for 5 minutes. Okay. So, our prelim finals will be Dogs versus Raiders and Broncos versus Panthers. Only 3 games left to go. I gotta say, it's going a lot quicker today. Prelim final 1. What did I say that was? Dogs and Raiders. Definitely not that. That is one of the kick clashes of all time. We'll go with this. Oh, Jesus. What's that lineup going to be? I mean, okay, surely Carraz is back. By that point, Sherry will be back. Montoya? Do we know yet? Can someone tell? Someone have a look. There's a lot of Dogs fans that watch this. Is Montoya coming back? I think he is. Quaker, I'm doing very well. How are you, brother? Bucks, I am simulating. I am not playing this. So, sick woo god. That's great. Yep, Michael, I agree with that completely. 1 to 3 weeks? Yeah, I think Montoya will be back then. Yeah, okay, Montoya will be back. Burton, Garvin, Hughes, Marnie, apparently not. Apparently not, as we know. So we'll go with Man on the bench and Sexton in the side. Who starts at lock for them? Salmon. Where is he? Is he... Wow. On the reserves. Jamin Salmon. Holy. Hayes is the guy who I can't find a spot for, which is very annoying. Do you guys think... I know it's like Hayes is higher rated than Sexton, but they're very different players tactically, and they seem to want another utility on the bench. Salmon is lock? Yes, that's where he's listed. And actually, Curran has been starting over Sam Hughes. Play Hayes or Sexton? Who should we play? Hayes will be back. He'll be back and match fit, but like it's not like they're like for like players, so I wonder if he'd make the side. Can we get an up the Tigers? Up the Tigers, baby. Up the Tigers. What was the score of Raiders Roosters? It was 12-6 to the Raiders. Put Hayes, get rid of Sexton. Okay. Oh, good, smart guy. Good to see you. So that's the Dogs side done, and Raiders, no Nicholson. Start Hosking there, and then Sasangi on the bench, and otherwise they are good. Okay. I think Legend was better, definitely. We actually got 3 tries in that game, so that was something. And we'll set it to 7-minute halves. Beautiful. Canterbury and Canberra. for the first of the prelim finals. Neither of these sides particularly have experienced premiership success lately at all. Raiders have the second longest drought in the NRL premiership. Canterbury haven't made a grand final since 2014, haven't won a grand final in over 20 years. We could see a real opportunity for a drought to end here. Oh, Savage! Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about Savage. My bad, homie. Still, though, at least we know the changes now. So, it was Hughes for Curran, Hayward at lock. I do apologize, people. I am a most silly Billy sometimes. Kurtman on the bench. Hayes will be on the bench as well. Dogs look good. And no Xavier Savage. Because of Alabet Opawate, which is how they say it in France. Fun fact, the more you know. Now you guys speak a little bit of French. Oh, and actually, yeah, there is this little thing as well. Yeah, Papali'i is number 8. Okay, I think that's good. Yes, Mike, cool. The messages do come in a little bit later. I know. Cool. I think we're good to go now. Yeah, the latency is set on YouTube to be normal rather than low. Normally it's set to low. It's just because of the internet where I am, I have to set it to normal latency. Ricky, I unfortunately think Tedesco's Origin career is probably done, but I do think he'll be playing for Australia at the back end of this season, so that's something. Dean says, I refuse to recognise the French. The poor Bevan French. What did Bevan French do to you? So a packed out Accor stadium to see these two sides potentially advance to a grand final. I think it would be definitely very close to sold out, if not completely sold out. You get a lot of Canberra fans making the drive up to see this game. Definitely. As the Dogs walk out. Dogs to win? Maybe. Yeah, Nathan Cleary fan. I do read these. I do. No Latrell for Aussie versus England. Yeah, I can't say I'm too surprised. There's going to be a lot of the best players are going to pull out because, unfortunately, International Rugby League is just not seen at the same level, even though it should be the pinnacle. But yeah. Have you played the Warriors-Panthers game? I have, yes. Panthers won, and then won in week 2 against the Storm, we've just seen. So these are the prelims. Canterbury versus Canberra, and Brisbane versus Penrith. Alrighty. Jamal Fogarty to kick us off. Let's see how we go. So, straight down the heated little, as Andrew Voss would say. Connor Tracy, and it's a forward pass straight away, bro. That's my favorite glitch. When I'm playing this game myself, it's like the only way I can actually score tries against the AI. Because you get a scrum off it, and their defensive line is always set, like, terribly. So you can just pass your halfback and immediately score. So... Are you from England, Dean? I thought you were Australian. Okay, so Raiders, they scored a very early try against the Roosters in that last match. Can they get it again here against Canterbury? Yes, they can. Kyo Weeks. Holy, as the ball bounces up towards the referee there. One step straight through. There's less than a minute gone in this game. And of course, we're playing 7-minute halves, so that is an incredibly low amount of time. Gets it. Steps past Connor Tracy. Swan dives. There we go. Whoever's working the pyrotechnics, by the way, that is brilliant because the reaction time on that was outstanding. I was literally like no lag whatsoever between him getting the ball down and the pyrotechnics. English heritage, fair enough. Bulldogs fans in the chat are not happy. Jamal Fogarty doesn't mind. He kicks it through. See, how do you guys like going down 6-0 to Canberra early, huh? I had to suffer through this last game. I hope you have to wait 55 minutes in order to get your team back on the board here. And then 5 minutes later, the team concedes a try. That's what I'm hoping for. There's a lot of Bulldogs fans. Holy. Raiders paying the ref. They are not, Marcus. They are not. Probably. Oh my god, this game is diabolical. No, stop it. Both sides have done it. One to me, one to you. Are you serious, dude? Just straight away. Both kickoffs are like, yep, forward pass. Forward pass. That is terrible. Oh my god. Okay, well, are we going to see the exact same thing? See, there's a big gap near the post here. No, Jamin Salmon decides not to go for it. Wow. Well, Dogs have a good opportunity here at least. They could have scored off that scrum, but they didn't. Josh Curran hits it up. So a full set here inside the Raiders 10. Inside the Raiders 10. Curran will play it. Hayward, short ball. Lachlan Galvin, is he going to get over? No, he doesn't get over the line. Halfway through this set, Galvin plays it. Hayward in a dummy half. Gives it to gives it to Jamin Salmon, who... Geez, I thought he was held up over the line. Ruling is he's not. Hayward gives it to Jacob Preston now for real, who's held up over the line on his back. So Raiders holding up well here. One more to go. We're going to check this. Okay, just in case. All right, boys and girls, let's have a look. Do we think he got the ball down? Do we think he might have got the ball down? I guess let's see. Let's see. Ooh, no try. Whoa. I, for one, did not see that coming. I thought he scored for sure. Ball out the back to Matt Burton. Puts a kick up towards the wing. Raiders have got it. Seb Chris, in fact, it was. It was the centre, not the winger. Where's all the Dogs fans in the chat now who are like, karma? I mean, you guys couldn't score, so... If every kickoff is forward, we might have some points in this game. We might. We might finally. Papali'i plays it. Raiders still got a lot of work to do coming out of their own end of the field here, though. Hello, Reckless Ollie. Good to see you. So Josh Papali'i hits it up to just shy of the 30. Starling in a dummy half. Now for Ethan Strange. I saw the odds on him being a Clive Churchill winner. Nice offload there. Hosking got about 15 more meters. Very low odds on Ethan Strange being Clive Churchill medal winner. I think that's interesting. Ball out the back for Jamal Fogarty. Puts a kick in. It's not very big. And Montoya gets it on the fly. Jesus Christ. He's made way more ground than from where Fogarty even kicked it. It was a very, very shallow kick. Very shallow kick. Favorite winger, asked Ricky. Well, if I can count Roosters, then it's definitely Daniel Tupou. No doubt about it. NRL head on TikTok. Are you saying Tedesco's had a bad season? Is that what you're saying? Montoya plays it for Hayward. Now Preston will find Max King. I don't think I don't think Tedesco ever really does have a bad season. That's the thing. Hayward finds kick out back inside for Tracy. Does step around one. Might he get there? No, he doesn't. He is sort of held up. Momentum stopped. Tracy plays it. Now Hayward gives it back out to Burton. Puts a grubber in. And Tom Starling traps it. So this feels a lot like the last game for Canberra, where they get points on the board early and then it just subjected to a lot of pressure, but they stand up to it. They stand up to it. Who are you going for now that Roosters are out? It would be Canberra. I do live in Canberra. They are my second team. Especially now that Warriors are out as well. So, Tarpany with a hit up. Dogs are defending well, though. Yeah, Goofy. I was at that game, Raiders and Dogs down there in Canberra. That was insane. Absolutely insane. 30-meter game from Raiders. Nothing too special, to be honest. They're going to want more than that. Horsburgh with a kick because why not? Absolutely why not? Montoya, he made a good run the first time around and he's got it away again here. Weeks is chasing. This is a cleaner break than we ever really see in this game. Weeks can get him, though. But they're 10 meters out. That was a very good break. We rarely see breaks made and that much ground covered. Sherry's tackled, though. It's close. Bulldogs, your second favorite team? Bro, shut your mouth. No chance. At the back, Jamin Salmon, he'll level up the scores. It was off Lachlan Galvin's offload. And we're going to be locked up at 6-all in just a moment. Just a moment. Jamin Salmon, the unlikely man. The weak-cutter dog, the man himself. Off the offload there from Lachlan Galvin. There's no one around him. Weeks had to dive anyway because why not? Why not? Thoughts on the Wise situation? What's the Wise situation? Has something happened that I missed? Crichton with a kick. Nathan Cleary fan over on TikTok. My team is the Roosters. The Sydney Roosters. Well, my Xbox is very warm. Jesus Christ. I just put my hand over it. That thing is a sauna. Stephen Crichton kicks us and levels us up. So, 2 tries scored already in this game. I think legendary difficulty is coming in clutch here. Definitely. Galvanization strikes again. I am feeling so fundamentally galvanized right now. Hello, Tobico. Good to see you. Okay. So, if last game was anything to go by, Canberra are about to score because they do not let the opposition stay on level terms for very long. Preston decides, I think very cleverly, not to do a pass immediately after catching it because they have all been forward in this game. So, the Warriors asked for a 5-on-5 kickoff local time. The NRL said no. Oh, that's the situation. Okay. I mean, I think that's kind of justified, to be honest. But, well, okay, what? Is that 3 here? I can see why the NRL would say no, because the broadcasters wouldn't want that. Opinion on the Eels? I think very, very highly of them. Oh, that pass did not work whatsoever there for the Dogs. At all. Knock on. And Raiders are going to get a full set, including a 0 tackle here. Pretty much in the Dogs' half. So Fogarty takes a run up over the 40 here. Yeah, the broadcasters wouldn't want it being 3 p.m. here in Australia because then you would have such a long wait after that until the 7:50 kickoff in the Sutherland Shire. Oh, and Paddy takes a run. Favorite winger not from Chooks. I mean, Brian Toto was so lovable. He is so lovable. Absolute Pookie Bear. Starling for Horsburgh. So we'll get within 10. They're going to have one play here to really threaten the line. Starling's in a dummy half. Tracy did not clear the ruck at all. They're very slow play the ball. Fogarty puts a kick in. Oh, and it was knocked on by the Bulldogs. Caught there on the fly. Is that Joe Tarpany? Is that big Joe Tarpany? I think it was. Raiders have scored. And no, it's Kyo Weeks for his second. Kyo Weeks, he was the man on the spot. Let's see here. Yeah, it just sort of came off Preston. Ball, I mean, the physics of that ball was wild. That is, in fact, not how physics operates. But anyway, Canberra back on the board. So the tries are flowing. They are absolutely flowing. In real life, I mean, that's definitely a double knock-on. But anyway, it is what it is. I will take it. I'll take it. I want to see a Canberra appearance in the grand final. And Fogarty, again, starting to kick out left, but it bends back. You can get the centre destiny here. Serial Chick in the chat certainly agrees. Canberra hold the favour of the gods. Well, the city itself is so utterly diabolically boring that, you know, the footy team has to have something good about it, I think, so. What, Ollie? If Legman can play drive as good as he can fix a road, he can calculate the mass of the sun. I feel like that's a Cars reference, but I can't figure out how you've adapted it. Weeks passes to Owen Paddy. Of course, we know Owen Paddy's the kind of guy to be taking charging runs off kickoffs. It just makes so much sense. Goofy, it's not so much I'm wishing on the Dogs' downfall, it's that I'm wishing on the Raiders' uprise? Uprising. Yes. That's the word. I want to say shout out to all 15 viewers that are over on TikTok. This is only the second stream I've ever done on there, so I massively appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Starling now. We'll give it to Ethan Strange, shifting it across to Sebastian Chris. He had a player in front of him who he did stand up, but gets around him and is eventually tackled. 60-meter gain, not too bad. Starling gives it back to Ethan Strange. I think he's kicked it into a teammate there. No ruling of offside, though. And they make a little break. Albert Hopewadi had no thoughts of putting in a kick. That was definitely an accidental offside. Like objectively. Objectively. Tiger said, thoughts on me being robbed for first on XP? I mean, wasn't Dean first because he donated so much? I don't think that's robbed. So that's half time. Connor Tracy, he doesn't seem very happy, pointing and shouting. Not very nice, Connor. But anyway. Bulldogs fans in the chat are not taking this especially well, I would say. We do know that they, on the whole, are a very calm, collected, rational, and logical fan base. So it's weird to see them getting emotional. Goofy says, Leaguie, you have more subs than me. Fight me in the ring. Does my main channel or my second channel? Because my second channel, I'm still aiming for 1K by the end of the year, by the way, on the second channel. I just need to upload on it a bit more. It's very, very time-consuming to edit gaming content. Way more than I thought. Fogarty, out back to Corey Horsburgh now. I would think if the Raiders get more points on the board, it's going to be very, very difficult to see Canterbury coming back into this one. Mike is letting his fellow Dogs fans know that no, this is in fact a fair game. That is very funny. No one knows in the Discord has come and joined on TikTok. I appreciate that. I'm doing very well, man. How are you? Montoya with a nice little break there, up shy of the 30. So Dogs have 35 minutes here to get another try on the board. Burton now back to Jamin Salmon, the man who did get that try. It feels like they're leaving, that the computer is leaving a lot of their own players out to dry here in terms of letting them play the full 80 minutes when probably they shouldn't be. So Hayward in a dummy half gives it to Galvin. Now Viliami kick out. I think it was Ethan Strange, the man who was tasked with making the tackle there. Did well to tackle the big Fijian. Galvin kicks on the 4th. Is that angled towards the sideline at all? Not particularly. Just an early kick and Weeks is all over it. No step, though, so you'll get it for about the 20. Honestly, that's a good result. That is a very good result, I would say. Rex? No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will, because I won't need to. Raiders are going to beat the Broncos. Pass the ball. I know, this is the highest level, and they're just not passing the ball. It's so weird. Horsburgh gets away from one. Former Bulldog, of course. Corey Horsburgh. Hello, Jackson, on TikTok. Good to see you. Ricky, I don't play rugby league, but I'd be a centre, or I'm kind of a big centre and a small back rower, I would say. Ethan Strange with a kick from about the halfway line. Underneath it is Jacob Carrez. That is not the side that I would want to be kicking to. I'm kicking to Montoya all day long over Jacob Carrez, that's for sure. Hayward gives it to Sherry. Oh, nice little step there, up over the 30. I do love the Cars quotes in the chat. Kick out got through. Wild pass. Intercepted by Hudson Young. Intercepted by Hudson Young. I mean, that offload, that freaking traveled like 15, 20 meters. That defied the laws of physics as we know them. Isaac Newton is currently rolling in his grave, and Hudson Young's like, I need to put a stop to this flow of the ball. Weeks is through. Will he get 3? He doesn't get 3 just yet. Wow. That was insane. Tapani. For Papali'i, he'll score. He will score. Jesus, Canberra. I mean, they've found a way to just blow other teams out the water with attack. We started today's stream with a 1-0. Now I've got teams putting 3 tries on the board. What is this? What is this? Gotta say, I am low-key very happy that the Dogs fans who were giving me abuse in the last game are having to witness this. That's great. That's very, very funny. Kick from Fogarty. Easy as you like. I'm unsubscribing, says Goofy Edits. No, you're not. You'll be back, Chief. I know you'll be back. Oh, there's a Christian in my TikTok chat. Christian bot looking to do a giveaway, $5,000. I'd take that if I were you guys. Why? Okay, wow. I mean, that was definitely flat. But Ethan Strange got it and then took 2 steps backwards and then decided to pass. No wonder they're all freaking forward passes, boys. Albert Hopewadi gets through the line, though. Up over the 30. What round is this? This is a prelim final. Starting across to Strange. We'll find Corey Horsburgh up over the 40. I'm going to literally stay up pretty much all night tonight editing all of this. And it'll be uploaded to LeaguieGames on YouTube tomorrow. Mariota is through. That's a big, big line break. big from him. That was 20 meters or so. On the fourth, plays it. Starling will find Fogarty. Now Weeks goes down to the wing of Tamale. Honestly, I don't think this matters because there's not a chance in hell Dogs are getting back up to 18. On the last, Horsburgh gets it again. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Caught there by Jacob Carraz. And he does get away from one, but not enough. Goofy says, who's that singer singing at the grand final? Teddy Swims. When I first heard he was announced, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would be able to. I mean, he's a very competent athlete. One of the best in our games, being the Roosters fullback now for 8 years. I'd hope he'd be able to swim. And then someone was like, no, Teddy Swims is an artist. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Apparently, he's very big. I have heard he's very big in America. But I do not really listen to any modern music, so I'm not really the guy to comment on it. Nice run from Hayward, intercepted straight away by Horsburgh. Jesus. So that's the thing that's happening on this legend difficulty. Teams make line breaks and then decide, I don't really want the ball anymore, and give it away. So, if you're making the Blues team, who's your centers? Stephen Crichton's one center, Latrell Mitchell's the other center. You can't not have them in the side. Oh, mate, Rex, of course I respect your faith. Your faith in the Broncos. It's incredible. That was, yeah, definitely a knock on there. I think one of the Raiders players just decided, I don't want the ball either. How tall are you? 6'2", 6'3"? I think probably 6'2", realistically. But anyway, yes, I'm a decently tall boy. Well, yeah, my next main channel video where I react to my ladder prediction is going to be hopefully later this week if I have time. But this is going to be a LeaguieGames video, so. Leaguie, if Raiders win, you should show us the window. At this point in this game, I'm absolutely not taking those odds. I am not doxing my neighbors. Hey, I mean, some of you guys have met me in person. If anyone here has met me in person, confirm I am indeed not 5'8". I'm a tall boy. Burton sitting very deep there, kicks to the wing of Savelio Tamale, who catches it, but is tackled. So, I mean, no, realistically, I was going to say Dogs have got them in decent field position, but Raiders are just going to be able to wind down the clock here. Easy. Woo God, who's a Dogs fan, says, this game has made me mentally unstable. I mean, Rugby League 26 has also made me mentally unstable, but I feel like maybe for different reasons than you. I do, Reckless Ollie. I have watched Cars, okay? I promise you. Oh, that was a textbook tackle off the ball. Man has space in front of him. If he'd managed to get through and then they get the ball off the kickoff, a miracle could have happened. A miracle could have happened. King finds Galvin. Now they're shifting it out to the right. Josh Curran is going to be tackled with the ball here, though. A Parramatta fan in the TikTok chat is very pleased with the result. So that's the end. Raiders advance to the grand final. The Green Machine, their first grand final since 2019, an opportunity to end a drought that spans decades. The minor premiers will play for the major premiership in the grand final in 2025, according to Rugby League 26. Man of the match, Kyle Weeks, 2 tries, of course. Who's playing Raiders? That is the question. We're about to find out. It is Broncos at home, Panthers away. Should we go for the kick clash of the century? Yeah, that's even better. I should have been actually playing Penrith in that kit because that's the one that they're playing in these finals. Okay. Marcos, who's a Dogs fan, he says, I'm literally crying into my pillow. That is very funny. Is there 6 again in this game? There is. Okay, let me get into the team. So, no Selwyn Cobbo and no Ezra Mam. They've been putting, where's my boy Karapani on that wing. Pakes has been starting hooker. Adam Reynolds is definitely going to be back for this game. Who's the man I'm forgetting here? Dean Mariner. Willison, I think, was week 3, which would be this. I'm pretty sure Willison's back week 3. No Gajewski, though. That's for Piakura. There's no Ben Tolte in this game, so I believe, anyway, yeah. Jeff Bryce is listed as a lock? I'm so confused by that man's position, because I thought he was a fullback, but anyway. Tyson Smoothie. No, he wouldn't play over Walters. Broncos fans, I think that's probably it. I think that's the way that they would be lining up there. Just thinking through, yeah. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay. Goofy Edit says we are in the grand final. Are you a Raiders fan? And Panthers. So our memory are literally just like that, right? Ben Tolte is in the game. I mean, he's definitely not here. Like, he might be in the Queensland Cup team, but like he's not an option. So yeah, I think that's it. Cool. We good to go, boys and girls. I'm certain that I've overlooked something. I think we're good. I'm like jogging my memory. I think we're good. The other prelim final, Broncos versus Panthers for a spot to play against the Raiders. I'd love to see it be Brisbane, honestly. I mean, like, those are two very good long droughts. That would be an insane grand final, Raiders and Broncos. Boy, that would be a throwback. Anything but, like, you know, Melbourne or Penrith or whatever. So me in this game, we do agree on Raiders getting through to the grand final, but just slightly different paths. Cleary got hit by a bus. Yeah, I think a few Broncos fans wouldn't mind that. Master, I don't know if they did say they'd update team list weekly. I'm honestly not sure. Bike, you're nervous? Help me, please. Nervous about what? Are you okay, brother? Are you good? Are you well? Are you in danger? Do I need to come stop the stream and save you? Wow, there are a lot of sunglasses there. Considering this game's being played at night, there were a lot of people wearing sunglasses. Isn't Kenny injured? I mean, apparently he's going to be back by this point in the finals. Is he? Well, hang on. Let me... I can't even pause it. Because I thought I didn't hear any stuff about his injury. I'm Googling Mitch Kenny injury. Extent of his injury revealed. Finally. Yeah, they're expecting him to be fit for week 2. So it's fine. It's fine. Adam Reynolds, the veteran, looking to make another grand final. It is 4th, I believe, of his career. He's only won one of them. And this is the side that he lost the most recent one to. But this game is up there in Brisbane. He kicks us off. Dylan Edwards with a hit up. No, we'll pass to Lindsay Smith. Freaking Liam Smith. Who's Liam Smith? I think Ezra Mann will be back next week. I'm hearing that that's a full season thing for Ezra Mann. That's what the Broncos said anyway. Brian To'o with a bit of space down the side. Oh, he does step around the fullback. Are they going to catch him? It was Kemet Shibasaki, I think that was... No, it was Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds absolutely saved a try there. There was no one in front of Brian To'o. Absolutely no one in front of him. Wow. Mitch Kenny had a dummy half. Gets away from one. The try line is there. It's begging for him. Is he going to score? No, he's held up. One more to go in the set still. But wow, Penrith, Jesus Christ, they're starting this game with an absolute bang. Walsh saves a try there. Ricky, I unfortunately can't have Cleary 7 anymore. I'm having Moses 7 and probably Luai 6. Yeah, Rex, you're definitely joking, brother. Underneath this, Dean Mariner gets a solid catch there. But Broncos with a lot of work to do. A heap of work to do. And they're trapped in their own end goal. Penrith are starting this like they're shot out of a bloody cannon. Wow. Rex, okay, I appreciate the joke. Thank you. But that is definitely not true. So, please don't spam, brother. So Penrith get a real good attacking opportunity here. They're 35 meters out. Kenny will go across to find Blaze Talangi. Now Liam Martin, he singles out Adam Reynolds in line, the man that saved the try with Brian To'o's break. Talangi finds Yo. It was a little bit of a juggle there at the back, but it was all okay. Talangi finds Martin up over the 10. Now Yo for the line. Is close. Oh, he scored. He scored. Jesus Christ. That was fair. He must have just got there. Because I thought, nah, he's going to be about a meter short. He just sort of wrestled forward and then reached out. We can't actually see the grounding there. I mean, that still kind of looks a little bit short to me, I'll be honest. But anyway. Yeah, Bike. Can one of the mods time out Bike, please? Thank you, Bedwars, bro. So Cleary to kick for a relatively early lead here for Penrith. 6 points to 0 up there in Brisbane. He watches it. It sails through. I mean, he just waited like a solid 5 seconds after the conversion was actually kicked to celebrate. Reynolds to kick us off again. Are the Raiders winning? Well, they've advanced through to this grand final. I guess you'll have to wait until this next game to find out. Oh, Winston, he's there on TikTok. Hello, Mr. Neville. He says, hear me out. I'm ready to hear him out. Unfortunately, you missed your doggies getting knocked out at the hands of the Raiders in the last game. I wanna hear what Winston has to say. Kenny gives it to Talangi. Now out for Brian To'o. They're up close to the 30. Penrith looking good. Penrith looking very, very good. Martin, short side, finds Blaze Talangi on the wing. He's got a little bit of space there. Can't beat the fullback. Sideline beckoning, and he's over. He's over the sideline. So Broncos get a bit of reprieve. Jesus, they've been under the cosh this entire game so far. But it was Reece Walsh and then the legs tackle there low from, I think that's Katoni Staggs. So they get the ball near the halfway line. He says, should we run a game? I really, really do hate to say no. I do, but my internet here is with all the streaming, it is not holding up. We can try, maybe. I think the people would like it, to be fair. Peaks is close to the line. It depends how long you're going to stick around for, because this is the last prelim, then we're going to do the grand final, and then it's all done. You've reached this at like close to the end of the process. Pakes finds Carrigan, can't get over though. So 43-meter gain, not too bad from Brisbane. Pakes across to find Ben Hunt, kicks it, and they're scored out of absolutely nothing there. Reece Walsh, he got Talangi over the sideline and is about to level this thing up here. Chat, tell him to try and verse me. How long does that take? Well, the 7-minute halves. If not, next week, I'm back in Canberra. My internet will be absolutely outstanding. And we can definitely do it then. If you want, Winston, I mean, we could be having this discussion in private, but anyway, let's do it here. You stream on Tuesday. I stream on Tuesday. Back end of your stream, start of my stream. Playing against each other on stream. That gives me a little bit of time to practice, which I might need. How does that sound? Tuesday next week. So 6-all with less than 20 minutes gone. This high difficulty is definitely the way to go if we want points. It is absolutely the way to go. Cleary kicks us off once more. Broncos underneath it. Is that pass forward? No, not quite. Just incredibly flat. Incredibly flat. Oh, Winston's teleported to YouTube. Okay. I see. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be saying that platform name. Walsh is through. I forget that that's bad. I was looking in the TikTok chat. Tuesday next week. Awesome. That gives me some time to practice. Sick. Sounds good, bro. Doggies versus Roosters. Obviously, both teams will still be alive in the finals by Tuesday next week because Roosters are going to win against Cronulla. I want to see from my own chat, given that these are my own supporters, who do you think wins between me and Winston? Intercept there, Lindsay Smith. Let me type Leaguie or Winston. I'm just anticipating a freaking avalanche of Winstons here. But anyway, it might be kind of justified. So Penrith, off the back of that intercept, sorry, I'm juggling, organizing the collab with Winston with commentating this. Kenny's through. He gets an offload back. There were numbers there if they spreaded it. There was like a 4-on-2 out wide. Okay, there's a few Winstons, but a fair few Leaguies as well. I'll take that. I'll take that. 60 meters gain is very, very close to the line there. Schneider plays it. It's Kenny at dummy half. Out the back to find Blaze Talang. He puts a kick in easy as you like, Isaiah Papali'i. Penrith take the lead once more. Penrith take the lead once more. Oh, is that Galaxy Footy? Or Galaxy Footy, sorry. I see in the chat. Yeah, okay, there's more Winstons, that's for sure. Jeez, Penrith, it's them and the Raiders who have had their attack just suddenly awaken. We are so far removed from that 1-0 game that we started today's stream as. Cleary will kick from right in front. Marcos on TikTok says, I support both of you, so draw, but Winston is a bulldog like myself, so I wouldn't mind Winston. I will have to practice. I'll have to put in the hours, which playing this game is kind of like the last thing I want to do right now, but I have to commit. Reckless, I'm definitely average intelligence. Pick up my boy Tomato. Why can't you say the red platform? TikTok doesn't like saying the names of other platforms. So, okay. Adam Reynolds to kick us off. There's 11 minutes left in this first half. Again, just like the last game, that pass was not forward. Good. I get the feeling that if Penrith do get more points on the board, that's it. Yeah, Tiger, definitely not saying that. Low-key, that is so sad that a fella of your age knows what that website is. Damn it. Ricky, maybe just outside the top 8, but I'd have to consider it a lot more deeply. I had Eels in my top 8 this year, but I thought Moses would, be fit for the first half of the season. So Cleary, oh my god, what is he doing? He was playing old man, just going do. He was doing the old Joey Manu Central Coast pretending to be injured one. That is hilarious. Walsh tackled there by Brad Schneider. What did Tiger Walker do on red platform? Sorry, my chat's just catching up. Bike, please do not spam. I warned you before, brother. Pakes into dummy half, gives it back to Adam Reynolds. Now Walsh. It was out towards the center, but Shibasaki was having absolutely none of it. He just dunked. This is the prelim, Evie. Prelim. Piakura's got space in front of him. Passes intercepted by Isaiah Papali'i. Geez, the Broncos were on there. We could have had 12 all at halftime, but nothing doing. Edwards is through. Sorry, I was going back and reading chat from, I think Winston said you, and I wasn't sure what that was in reference to. Anyway, whatever. Isaac Tango gives it out to Paul Alamotti on the sideline. Doesn't get any space there, and that'll do us for the first half. Okay. So Penrith, their run continues. Last on the table halfway through the year. They're 6 points up here at halftime in a prelim in Brisbane. EB, if you want my genuine answer on that, it was celebrity crush, Emma Watson. I think it was kind of everyone's of my generation, my age group. Oh, Winston was referencing it. You will win. Okay, cool. Sorry, understood. I'm now caught up. Sick. Ricky with a run now, up to the 20. What's on the Tiger Walker situation from Tiger Walker? Yeah, that dude's definitely getting cancelled. He can't be making comments like that and expect to get away with it. So, up over the 40 here are Brisbane. Into the second half, I mean, like I said, any more points from Penrith, they aren't getting back into this. We are definitely going to get 10k likes on the TikTok stream, by the way. We're already up to 9k. Isn't Emma Watson the guy from Game of Thrones? I don't know who you're referencing, because I've not seen Game of Thrones, but I am incredibly confident that Emma Watson is not the guy from Game of Thrones. Hilary Duff? Okay, I didn't know Hilary Duff until I saw an episode of How I Met Your Father. Sure. No, I have a thing for voices. This is nothing to do with the rugby league. This is proper personal. But I have a thing for voices. And that accent is crazy. Moses Leota, he scored a try in the grand final, played against the Broncos. He had a little break there, couldn't get through. 59 meters gained. They're close enough to have an attacking bomb. Talangi instead puts in a grubber kick, and Stags has got it, and he stands still. Nice. Then decides to turn around. Now he's in space, but Edwards has tackled him. Won't get him over the sideline, though. Sozzle, this is the prelim final to play against the Raiders. Karapani now with a run. Ghibli says, join the SRL. Well, I'm only really interested in this for the video that I'm making on it. I will be completely honest, but I've had a little bit to do with the SRL. I once made, I think, a video for them. So, yes, I believe Winston is gone. But anyway. So Piakura plays it on the 40. Reynolds kicks on the 4th. Is that angled towards the sideline for a 40-20? It might be. I think it is. 40-20. Adam Reynolds. That's the exact kind of thing they needed to get back into this game. Here come Brisbane. Ladies and gents, we might have a game on our hands. Patrick Carrigan hits it up to the 10-meter line. Well, EB, I mean, British accent. There's very different British accents. So, but yes. Ricky plays it. Now Pakes. It was tracked well there. I think it was Lindsay Smith who was the man that got across. No, Mitch Kenny maybe it was. Carrigan will play it on the 2nd. Flat pass to Jordan Ricky. They're just trying the crash plays, and it is not working at all for them. We're up to 10k likes on TikTok. Big up, boys and girls. Walsh, will he get over the line? He does, but he's held up. Thank you all so much for the 10k likes on a stream on TikTok. That is insane. Sorry, my TikTok chat is jumping around. I'm trying to get it to stay down at the most latest, but anyway. Played 10 meters out. Adam Reynolds gets it. Won't do anything with it on the last. So you'd think it will be Ben Hunt with the ball in his hands here. Pakes. Finds Carrigan. No, Carrigan puts a kick in, and that's cleaned up by Nathan Cleary. So a full set that the Broncos had there. Didn't really do anything with it, though. That's unfortunate. Will you open packs after the grand final? I mean, not if I haven't played Teddy Time, which I have not. I need to earn them packs. That's the thing. After the grand final, I mean, I could potentially play something, but really, I think I need to get to editing this content, so... Mitch Kenny, now at the back to Nathan Cleary, kicks it into his own teammate. Edwards has got it, and Edwards is through. I mean, that was... Yeah, okay. You know what? That's rugby league gods. Edwards giving the ball back to Brisbane there, because that's definitely Brisbane ball for an offside there. Yeah, Bike, I see you. Can someone type out timeout Bike again? I'm sorry, dude, but how many times? How many warnings does one want? I don't even know who you support, brother. Ricky straight through a big open hole there. Here's what I will do after the grand final. I will play one game Roosters versus Sharks, and it will determine, of course, whether my boys win in real life. So Ricky carries the ball up within 25 meters out. Only a 30-meter gain on that set isn't great. With 14 minutes left, they're going to need to pull some points out of the bag sometime soon. And they won't do it like that. Alamotti gets it pretty easy there. Uncontested. Roosters by 30? No doubt about it in my mind. Absolutely. Ghana gives it out to Isaiah Papali'i. Actually, no, he's Papali'i. Josh is Papali'i. Ricky, if I was able to pick, it's Payne Haas and Terrell May. Without question. Evie says, Leaguie, I didn't know you were the tree from Guardians of the Galaxy. Groot? Have I said that? Talangi's just... what the hell, man? Just confusion tactics. Gets it and is like... I ain't going nowhere. Oh, God. Someone has shot Brendan Piakura. Brother has been sniped. Talangi decides to actually do something with the ball that time. Walsh now. Was there a hole in front of him? There is a little bit, but Edwards has got him. With 9 minutes now, 8 minutes left to go, this is the last possession they're really going to have. They need line breaks. Ricky doesn't do anything with it there. Poor Piakura, man. Can we have RIP in the chat for Brendan Piakura? Yeah, the roaming to roam situation is diabolical. The thirsting over Hillary Duff, we can't have it. Corey Jensen up to near the 20. Thank you, Serial Chick. RIP. RIP, Brendan Piakura. Ben Hunt doesn't kick it. This is it. This is all the hopes. We had 3 tries in the first half. We've had none so far in the second half. Brisbane's hopes lie on this play. Billy Walters with a kick. It's being chased, but not enough. And Edwards has got it. They need to try and force him in goal or something. Wow. Yes, I have. I can't see who was asking if I've downloaded League's Legends, but I have. I played a game with them on the Discord. Edwards does get around one. That's terrible for them. And an offload. Nathan Cleary went for a dummy. Or he might go the length here. No, he's tackled eventually. But I think Penrith are as good as through. Smith. Passes to Billy Walters. Okay, so there's a slight hope for a miracle here. Okay, can we not have the spamming anymore, please? I did say RIPs in the chat. Not like that. Not like that. One more play. They need an absolute rugby league miracle. Ben Hunt out the back to Billy Walters. That ain't the way to go, boys. That ain't the way to go. That's the game. Penrith get through to a 6th consecutive grand final. It's the Canberra Raiders, their opposition this time at Sydney Olympic Park for the NRL Premiership. Isaiah Yeo, man of the match. Let's get into it. Ricky, I answered. Terrell May and Payne Haas. Okay. Raiders on one side of the ledger. Panthers on the other side of the ledger. No Savage. I will remember to do that change. Hosking for Nicholson. Smithies. Papali'i. Whoa. I apologize. That was kind of gross. My bad. That came out of nowhere. No Nicholson, but Sasangi. That's their team. On the other side, I think they were all good from 1 to 17 from my memory. Okay, Tiger, well, you've chosen a bad time to leave. This is the grand final, so... Yep, all good. Is there an iPhone 17 situation? Oh, Stadium Select, right, hey, cool. Has that... If that's changed the teams... Nah, good. 7 minutes, Golden Point, unlimited time. Here we go. Raiders versus Panthers for all the chockies, for all the bickies, for the NRL Premiership in 2025. The minor premiers and the 4-time premiers going toe-to-toe in the grand final. Who we got? I want to see predictions. I want to see predictions in the chat. Type Raiders or type Panthers? I don't really have any thoughts, Dean, I'll be honest, on the new iPhone. I do need a new phone. because the screen on my one is currently broken. Is Leaguie on the Epstein list? Well, I am absolutely across all the latest news on the Epstein list, so I think I would know. People on TikTok think Raiders will win. The score for Panthers and Broncos was 12-6, Jacko. Thoughts on Raiders losing? I don't think it will happen. I'm manifesting a Canberra Raiders victory here. I can kind of see it in the stars. Canberra to win 1-0. Could be. Look at all the sunglasses. Why are that many people? They kind of look like swimming goggles as well. That is very, very funny. All right. Matt Timoko's G'ing up the boys. He's good to go. Hudson Young touches his toes. Gets a little bit of early stretching in there. Nice. Bobathy, I might have. No, okay, that's actually a diabolical joke to make. No, categorically no. Campbell Gillard is a bit of a rogue shout, Ricky, I'll be honest, but I admire it. Fogarty to kick us off for this grand final. I think the entire rugby league world would be behind the Raiders in this one. Forward pass, no forward pass for Penrith. Moses Leota, he breaks through on the very first tackle. That is not good signs at all for the Raiders. Not good signs. Okay, Bike, understood, brother. Understood. Do the Rooster Man dance. At halftime in this game, I'll do the Rooster Man dance. You know what? Actually, I want to do it now. I'm going to pause it. Okay. Sorry. I learned how to do this from Hainsey. So, he goes, Rooster, Rooster. I won't sing it. He does 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Shush. Was it shoo? No, it's the Sue. Shush, and then this one, and then he walks away. That's the Rooster Man dance. But watch him do it. It's better. Kenny had a dummy half. Oh, that was a very flat ball for Liam Martin. Very flat ball. Plays it near the halfway line. Kenny gives it out to Talangi. Now Lindsay Smith, he's far out wide. Jesus. Very far out wide. Master, was that an option? I couldn't have it. I couldn't see that it was set. Sorry, that you could set it as anything other than an NRL match. I know you could on previous games. It would have been good for the content. Anyway, I can set that up for later. Starling out of dummy half. Gives it to Jamal Fogarty. Will run close to the 30, but not quite all the way there. Horsburgh. Ball plays to Hudson Young. Again, more post-contact meters, though, for Canberra. That's good. As Tarpany hits it up over the 40-meter line. So not a bad set. Oh, no, still one more to go here. Starling doesn't do much. Not a terrible set for Canberra. I mean, working out of their own end. Half a field length they managed to gain in that set, but not outstanding. Strange will put a kick in. Good long-distance kick. Alamotti, he breaks through, and it was Kyle Weeks, the man who had to stop him in the end. Michael, I would appreciate that. 6 again given away there. It would have been a penalty if it was just a few meters before that, and they give away a forward pass straight off the back of it. That referee does not look like Ashley Klein. This is not law accurate. Cobra, we have enough mods for LeaguieGames, but thank you for asking. No, Master, I'd appreciate if you could hold it in just for everyone else. He says, should I hold in my vomit till the end of the game? Definitely hold it in. Because there's a lot of people watching. It would be actually quite inconsiderate to do it while there's people watching. At the back for Kyle Weeks. Steps around one, is tackled by another, though. Canberra looking good here. 3 tackles left. They're only 10 meters out. They scored very early in their last 2 games. Hosking. Got nothing doing there. Ethan Strange hits it up close to the try line. Is he going to get there? He might. No, he's held up on his back. And we're going to review it anyway, because why not? Favorite, that gives you time to answer. Favorite Pixar movie? Absolutely Cars. Absolutely Cars. Yeah, Master, cool. That'd be appreciated. He says he's going to hold his phone over the bucket. That's great. Yeah, straight up, I'm not playing. I'm not playing on TikTok. He says playing sideways is utterly insane. Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm simulating this. Not playing. I would have absolutely scored if I was playing this. Fogarty on the last does get a kick away. It's for the corner of Tamale, I think. There's Timoko underneath it, McLean with the catch and the clean break there. Twins, no, this is the grand final. There is no halftime, luckily, Bike. So, yeah, we were 0 out of 10 rage beat there. Cast 2 is the worst movie I've seen. 0 out of 10 rage beat. One of the Raiders, I think it was Hudson Young, flopping on the ground there. Wonderful. On the third, Penrith coming out of their own 40 here. Isaiah Yeo, who's got much, much thicker hair in this game than I think real life would indicate. But anyway. Smith, now for Liam Martin. Nice offload back for Mitch Kenny. Up on the 40. NRL Vid says, Leaguie, be careful. Be careful of what? Kick from Talangi. Savelio Tamale catches it. He's close to his own try line. Gets away for one. Oh, it's the referee in front of him. He's actually in some space here, Savelio. Into the opposition half. They might not catch him. They actually might not catch him. Savelio Tamale. No, Brian Toto gets in front of him. What a run from the rookie. Holy, that is insane. Sully across to Paddy. They will have nearly an entire set here. Surely Canberra get the first points on the board. Hosking hits it up. Won't get to the try line, though. Ricky, Martin, and Crichton. Hosking now for Starling at dummy half. Fogarty doesn't get there. Jeez, he's right there. Has to step back. 2 plays left. Starling, that was begging to be intercepted. Horsburgh, if he just managed to get some forward momentum, he would have had a real shot. 94 meters gained. I don't think I've seen anything like that. Starling for Fogarty. Puts a kick in. Paddy's there. Paddy's on the spot. Oh, we're reviewing this. Referee has no try. I thought he got this easy. There's no one around him. Of course, we can't actually see the grounding there. But that just came off a Panther. This angle will show it. That's a try in my book. Although it kind of looks like his own hand is underneath the ball. But that's a try in my book. Try time. Okay, Owen Paddy. First grand final try scorer. Who would have thought? Raiders on the board. They do get the first points. God damn. Here we go. Rex changing up the the Broncos theme there. And Fogarty makes it 6-0. Yeah, Master on TikTok. The game is not advanced enough to review that kick. It was just the grounding. Rex, Canberra is not in New South Wales. It's in the ACT. So Cleary to kick us off. 13 minutes left to go in this first half. 2 sides that have been able to put points on the board in the prelims, but it's been a cagey first half. And that's forward, of course it is. Of course it is. Because, you know, you can't actually have a kickoff play without a blatant forward pass of it. Like, okay, with all due respect, brother, I have read out your comment. I have acknowledged your comment. I have said, thankfully, there's no halftime in this game. Please stop spamming. You've already been timed out twice. So see that huge gap underneath the post? Panthers just have to find it. They don't, though. They had Edwards, who was ready to go. Absolutely ready to go. But a full set here for the Penrith Panthers. Kenny gives it out to Blaze Talangi. Back inside. Oh, that was hot. That was maybe the best little interchange of passing for a try I've seen the computer put on. And of course, the referee is reviewing this. Yeah, because we're not sure. Do you think he's got it down, guys? Let's forensically investigate. I'm not sure he's got that down. That looks like a blatant knock on to me. Blatant knock on. Try time. We're about to be at 6-all. Trevor Phillips on TikTok, protagonist from GTA 5, asked if I'm doing a simulator. Yes, sir, I am. It's Rugby League 26 Dolphins on TikTok. Rugby League 26. That was not a try. Not a try. Oh, opinion is divided. But Nathan Cleary slots it through nonetheless. What a lovely celebration from Nathan Cleary. Ricky, my favorite song is Morning Glory by Oasis. I do not remember where we got. No. Sea Phantom Chicken Burger. Can we get a replay of that pass? Yeah, sure. We want to actually forensically analyze this. That last pass is, I think, fine. The pass before, though, I mean, that one was a little bit suspect. Yeah, that's backwards. That's forwards. That's backwards. Still, though, I've got to give them credit for actually passing the ball. Fogarty kicks the ball back to Penrith. Barely any time in-game pass. That one, nope, not forward, the game decides. Alrighty. Kenny gives it to Yo. Fends away from one, as is in space there. Pretty easy, actually. The one thing I've noticed about this game as well, referee positioning. Why is he standing in the attack there? Anyway, Martin. Tackled there by a number of Raiders, actually. 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Talangi out the back to find Dylan Edwards. Steps away from one. He's through. Angles towards the sort of corner of the field, but is tackled by a few Raiders. Kenny will go out the back to Sorensen. Now Isaiah Papali'i. Nothing doing there. So on the last 80 meters gained off the line break from Dylan Edwards mostly, Talangi's the man who's been doing all the kicking. Catch there from Casey McLean, but he can't get an offload away, so he'll die with it. Raiders will probably have enough time to get a full set in, I would think, here, but they need a line break if they're going to do anything with it. A few people saying the Panthers are paying the refs on TikTok. Where does the Panthers trainer fit into all this? Yeah, that's true. We needed it to run out in front of Jamal Fogarty while he was taking the kick. Young plays it. Starling gives it to Fogarty, and that's a straight-up knock-on. Blaze Talangi gets it. So, Panthers with not a lot of time to do anything with it here. They're inside 2 minutes left to go until half-time, but Martin gets it. Cheeky Cleary field goal. McLean, not thinking field goal, gives it to Sorensen. He might not have enough time to play it here. I think he might just get it in. 6 to get given away. That's realistic. Smith, just a normal hit up. 6 all at halftime. I get the sense Penrith are a little bit on top though. But damn, we've got a grand final on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. A grand final and a half. Ollie, I have no memory of you. I don't remember any of you, actually. Yeah, Ricky, I went to Rotterdam heaps of times. Third favorite team would probably have to be Tigers or Warriors. I like both of those sides. Cleary gets us kicked off for the second half. It's been a cagey affair so far. And that one was actually kind of realistic, catching the ball and passing it to a front rower who takes a hit up on the kickoff. Well done, Rugby League 26. Starling gives it to Hosking. He's up over the 30. Starling in a dummy half now for Strange. They're shifting it out to the left-hand side. Hopawati's through. Nice little step gets him up just over the halfway line. Hosking. Oh, that's knocked on by the Raiders. That could be costly. That could be very costly. A couple of poor handling errors to end their last 2 sets. And that's going to give Penrith very valuable field position here. Very valuable field position. Yo finds Sorensen. Raiders defense has to come in clutch here. Very clutch. Leota, he's through. That's not good. That's not the defense I was talking about, boys. That is not the defense. We might be set for a 5-peat, according to Rugby League 26. Martin, tackled there by a few Raiders, but he's only 10 meters out from his own line here, and there's still 2 plays left to go. Now Talangi gets it out to Nathan Cleary. That's a knock-on, and Kyle Weeks has got it. Twin says opinion on Nico Hines' charge being lowered and getting dropped to a fine so he can play finals. I wasn't happy. I'm a Roosters fan, but to be honest, I don't think the hip drop tackle was that bad. So anyway. Yeah, NRL vids. Winston Neville was here. There should be some content coming out on his page soon, like his TikTok and Instagram, where he did a quiz with me. You know the quizzes he does? I met up with him at the Bulldogs Sharks game and we recorded a quiz. So, Edwards there stops. I think it would have been maybe a 40-20, but the sideline is right there. Is he going to go over the line? He is. He is. Dylan Edwards gives great field position here to the Raiders. It's funny, when he got it, he did this spin and I thought he's very close to the line. Then I thought, nah, he survived. Okay, yeah, the replay system is not going very blessed here. That was a kick from Timoko. Here we go, yeah. He broke away and I was like, okay, he won't be over the sideline. Then he went over the sideline anyway. Great stuff. Where's the game? Sydney Olympic Park, baby. Sydney Olympic Park. I have not called the Sharks the Sharks. I have not done that. That ball came straight up Hudson Young's face. There is no chance at all that he held that. How'd you do on the quiz? You're going to have to watch it, brother. You're going to have to watch it. Opinions on Klein is a very talented individual. He does not deserve the hate that he gets. Starling at a dummy half. There's no one in front of him. Oh no, he grounded it too early. It's the glitch where he grounded the ball too early. Are we going to get a replay? No, we're not. So I need to show that. This has happened to me when I've been playing. Starling ran out of dummy half. See, he's grounded the ball there. So it's just a knock on. That's hilarious. Yeah, sorry, Ollie. I'll show the game. Here you go. So Panthers get away with one there. Wow. Raiders, a chance gone absolutely begging. Absolutely begging. Yo tackled from behind there, but he gets up to the 20. Held down pretty long, but no penalty given away. Kenny at dummy half will give it to Lindsay Smith. Tackled by Corey Horsburgh. Wow. Can you share the link? It hasn't been uploaded as far as I'm concerned, Rex. Not yet, but we recorded it. Martin goes through the line. Kyle Weeks tackled him, but it was an offload back in field. Probably lucky that one didn't get intercepted. There were a lot of teams around. We've got, I go for the Amsterdam Cobras. You know that. You know that, brother. 52 meters gain, not too terrible. Kenny gives it back to Blaze Talangi. That's kicked it to his own player. But anyway, this game does not tend to police that for some reason. And that's a changeover. Will you stream any of the finals? Yeah, I'm streaming on Friday, the Bulldogs and Storm. Forward pass straight off the bat for Canberra. Wow. Wow, that could genuinely cost them a premiership. Field position is hard to come by. There's only 20 minutes left here. Ricky, I've not been to Port Macquarie, unfortunately. That could be incredibly costly. Penrith win scripted, they're saying over on TikTok. Might well be. Might well be. Martin. Tackled there by Corey Horsburgh. But a great attacking opportunity here for Penrith. Kenny in a dummy half. Gets it. Stands. Horsburgh tackled him again. Horsburgh's not having any of that. None of them shenanigans. No chance. Talangi out the back for Scott Sorensen. They've got him covered. 2 more to go here. Raiders holding up well. Kenny, though, gives it to Schneider. They're passing the ball. It's nice little shift out there to the left, and they've held up Liam Martin over the try line there. So they'll just have 1 more to go. Just 1 more to go here. They've done well to sort of hold the Panthers out here, though, Raiders. No try. I think we all knew that, realistically. Yes, they're going for the last play of this set. 17 and a half minutes left to go. Kenny gives it to Talangi. We'll put a little grubber in. Edwards has got it. Edwards will score. Edwards will score. And ladies and gentlemen, that might be the premiership. I think that might be the premiership. Little kick from Blaze. Zach Hosking had no idea what was going on. Papali'i couldn't stop Dylan Edwards. And the fullback, the 4-time premiership winner, it looks set to be 5, folks. It looks set to be 5. Sozzle, yeah, you should bring Newcastle, like, bring a wooden spoon to their actual training ground. Yeah, Twins, don't worry, they can all hear me as well. It's just this epic, brilliant, genius prank that my audience like to pull on me. So, Cleary to put it, a converted try the gap, and he does. Look, this game is not over. Remember that time Nathan Cleary kicked a goal and then went, remember that? I remember it. Yeah, I remember. I think what Raiders need desperately here is one of them forward passes off the kickoff. That's what they need. Yeah, Panthers fan, please don't spam in the TikTok chat. There are no mods on TikTok. I do need to sort that out. I apologize. That was not forward, but it was close. It was very, very close. Schneider plays it. Now Kenny in a dummy half. Gives it to Cleary. There was a little bit of a hole. Doesn't find it, though. Inside 15 minutes left to go. It's not looking good for the Canberra Raiders. Come on, for the content, we need a Raiders try here. Alamotti spins away from one. The sideline is there, but the Raiders can't get him over it. Yeah, Cobras. I know. Edwards with a little bit of a half break there. Makes a nice little amount of ground, though. Kenny to Isaiah Papali'i. We can't get quite to the 30. Not a bad set for Penrith. Soaking up a fair bit of time with it as well. Cleary does put a kick in. Across to the wing of Savelio Tamale. No line break. Raiders have a lot of work to do here. A lot of work to do. And they knock it on. Okay, Will. I will... NRL head. I'll do that. Where will Roosters finish next year? Top 4. Easy. No question. Lindsay Smith, even 1 point here, I think, would absolutely seal it. Beyond a doubt. Lindsay Smith for Mitch Kenny. Now Isaiah Papali'i. Schneider. Will he get a grand final try? He won't. Ladies and gents, though, I think at this end of the field, with this very little amount of time left, I think we might be done for here. Yeah, big boy, I'll definitely be there. I'll pull up. Kenny for Martin. Now Cleary, they're spreading it nicely. Papali'i can't quite break through the line though. Still 2 more to go though. Kenny short ball, Liam Martin, and he's held up over the line. He will play it here. Has to step back just a little bit to create some space. Short ball. Just a handover. Geez, there were players diving everywhere for that. Absolutely everywhere. Raiders have one opportunity, and they are right on their goal line. It's going to need a Canberra milk miracle, I reckon. Patty. No line break. Starling will give it to Papali'i, but still nothing doing there. The hit-ups won't be good enough. Hit-ups will not be good enough for them. Starling for Hosking, still, they need to be more expansive here. Raiders grounding it early, lost in the premiership. I think it did. They kick. Are they going for a 40-20? I think they are. Where's that going to bounce? It's not good enough. Penrith get it, and you think Penrith have won it. They went for the all or nothing play, but the execution was well off. Well off. It was nowhere near. Penrith, they were halfway through the season, anchored to the bottom of the ladder, but there are times where you cannot doubt the inevitable. The unstoppable force that is these Penrith Panthers have won their 5th consecutive premiership, according to Rugby League 26. The poor old Canberra Raiders, they fall right at the very end. Tom Starling, he's going to be having nightmares about grounding that ball early. Rugby League 26 thinks that the Penrith Panthers are going to beat the Canberra Raiders in this year's grand final 12 points to 6. Wow. Well, look, day 2 of streaming was a lot more entertaining than day 1. I will give it that. Who wins the Clive Churchill? Dylan Edwards. It had to be a couple of tries. The only 2 tries they scored. That's it. That is it. Wow. Okay. I ain't playing the Panthers song. Okay. Yeah, Clive Churchill was Edwards. Does anyone know how to make someone a mod on TikTok using PC? Because I'm using, well, desktop, basically, to have a look. I don't see it as an option. Follow report. Add as moderator. Okay, I got it. Sick. We now have a mod. Nice. I should really get to just editing all of that, to be honest. Unless anyone has a particularly banging suggestion as to what they want to see me do now. But otherwise, I think we might end it. I think we might have to end it there. I did say maybe I play Roosters and Sharks. So I'll do that. I'm actually going to play in this game. As a nice little addition to the end. Oh, wait, no, it has to be Sharks at home. And then I will call it. I do not care about their team. Our team. Radley back row. Smith not there. Benaya Yowelu there. Airgun Butcher over Celeste Fiketti. I'll have Benaya off the bench. Okay. Yeah, Bobathy, Roosters can absolutely win a premiership in the next 5 years. Next year, they are well and truly premiership contenders. We are not going for 40-minute halves. I've been playing myself on pro and losing in just the most dreadful circumstances. I think amateurs, like, that's grim. That's embarrassing. I can't be doing that. So I'll go on pro. Ollie, I will do it at some point. But I do really need to get to editing. This is the last little thing I will do today. And then we'll go. Hello, VJT. So, of course, disregard the entire simulation that we just did. None of that matters. What matters is this game. This one's obviously going to determine who wins. On you, Teddy. Okay. Yeah, I agree. As long as we got Teddy and Walker, we're a chance to win the premiership. No doubt. Okay. Odds of me winning this, remarkably low, but regardless, let's have an attempt, boys. Yeah, that was not the finest of kickoffs. I'm just... Oh, wait, no. Camera angle. Whoa. Not a chance. Am I playing like that? Boy, no. And balanced classic, I think. No. No. I don't like how it has the funny side angle. End far? No, also not. I need to remember what my camera is. End balanced. That's the one. Who do you think will win the spoon next year? That is a good question. That's a very good question. South Sydney. They are very bad. No, I don't think it will be them. Probably. One thing I will say, if I have any hope of winning this game, I need to absolutely lock in and maybe not read the chat. Oh, I had visions of getting him over the sideline there. Damn it, went a bit early. That was costly. All right, Kale Eero. Yeah, I read that, boy. I read that. 53-meter gain. That's not terrible for them. I was trying to pressure the kicker, but didn't get close enough. Catch any goal tubes. Oh, I did. Bastard. Wouldn't put the foot back. Sorry, I said a bad word to refer to Daniel Tupou. That's not very nice. He's a good man, as far as I'm aware. Bang. Oh, why did he... I didn't do the goose step. I ran around the fullback. I didn't do the goose step. Damn it. That was like a really nice interchange of passing, and it didn't get me anywhere. Okay. This is the trick, though. Just basically pass a lot. Oh. No, I tried to get an offload away. How are we not up to halfway? It feels like I'm making so much ground. Bro, Watson just got abused. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe I'll try kicking 40-20. I'm actually in good range for it. Oh, no. I thought I had it. Damn it. That's costly. That's very costly. All good, Marcos. See you later on TikTok. Okay. This is basically how these games have been going for me. Going side to side breaks every NRL game. It was an absolute cheat code on Rugby League Live 3. Bro, if Robert Toyer hadn't decided to animate backwards, then that would have been a banging run. Ah, they're playing McInnes. Yeah, probably should have changed their team, given that I made mine law accurate. Stop, Hines. Stop, Hines. Stop. Please, no. Please, no. Thank God. Yeah, would be good. I know. I've read your comment. Feel free to say the thing. That man is fading. Fading fast. I am fading fast. Still, we haven't conceded anything. Where's the catch animation? Caught a goal. Nice. The catch animation was there, and then it wasn't. Oh, Billy Smith straight through. Yes, nearly got around the fullback. I always try and like run around the fullback. I need to take on the fullback more. I think that's the way to go. Here we go. There's going to be space out there. Why was Savala not running? Zero? Why is it 0? He just decided to stay still. Yeah, I'm deciding not to believe we were God anymore. I think that's the epic joke. Okay. I'm feeling it here. I'm feeling points. I took on the fullback. I beat the fullback, but they got me tacklers from behind. I ran out here with Watson at a dummy half. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yes, let's freaking get it. Connor Watson, first try scorer of this game. Oh, I was locked in. I was absolutely locked the hell in. Callum, this is not career mode. This is not career mode. This is just a little friendly game I'm playing for the finals, because this is obviously the matchup on Saturday. I'm a Roosters fan, so. Unfortunately, Callum, on TikTok, you missed the main part of this stream. But that's okay. You'll be able to see it on LeaguieGames tomorrow. Okay. Let's go. I mean, Ollie, who do you think is going to get the spoon? I did say I don't think it will be Souths. Dragons? No, they were kind of good this year. On current form, Eels are better than Manly, but Manly are a better team overall. Newcastle are a shout, but it's too easy to just like pick this year's spooners. It tends not to be the case, although obviously last time they did win 3 in a row, so. Collins out to Crichton. Oh, okay, yep, they finally decided to catch on to what I was doing and knock it down. That's all right, we can defend. We're all right at that. Tupou, that was the worst attempt to tackle of all time. Bobathy, I am absolutely going to do that as a series. I'm waiting for them to put New South Wales Cup in the game, and then I can do it. Okay. Oh, I need to make subs. I always forget that. I should have done it after I'd scored. Good job, Nafahu White. One more to go. We got it. Yes. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna very, very quickly make subs because my team are dead. Bring on Vanaya. Egan can play lock. Bang. Easy as you like. Oh no, wait. Now all my players are running off the field. You don't need to come off right now, boys. Jesus Christ. I've got no players. There's no players. I literally just had to take a run up because like there's no one. Where's Benayoelo in at hooker? No, Billy Smith. That ruined everything. Okay. Jeez, it held us down for a little bit, didn't they? God damn it. I mean, oh no. Oh Christ. Oh God. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Why was Tedesco not there? Oh. What's been my criticism of this game? Sometimes it feels like when tries score, they have nothing to do with you. Yeah, maybe the fact that off just a routine pass, decide to pass into a player that's right next to him. That was, I mean, I can't replay it. You should make a Premiership Challenge series. I basically have one. Teddy time. On LeaguieGames. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but what the damn hell? Like, there comes a point where, oh, great attempted tackle there, Tedesco, by the way. He's like, oh, yeah, I've got him right there. I've got him. He's there. Nope. Decides I ain't gonna make that tackle. Oh, Woo Gods told me the important thing. It's fading fast. Cool. Oh dear. Well, New South Wales Cup are in the game. So I couldn't see who commented that. They're there. It's just not like turned on. I didn't switch to him. It might have automatically switched me to him, which if the game's going to do that, it's not really under my control. I didn't switch player. Anyway. Yep, Mark running literally out of the field of play there. Okay. Might be 6-all halftime. Hopefully it's only 6-all and we don't concede anymore. Oh no. And it's high. Having so much fun. So much fun. Oh, Winston's back in the TikTok chat. He says, hear me out again. Winston, this is the last game I'm playing. I need to edit after this. I'm sorry. But this is offline. This is offline. I'm back in the Melbourne Storm, I think, footy season, even though they're without Hughes. I think Hughes will play. Oh, beautiful intercept. Yes, boys. Try to get a pass away. I'm sorry, mate. But I promise, like, I legitimately, the internet connection would be awful. Like, it would be awful, Winston. I tried yesterday. It was completely unplayable. Oh, Teddy's through. Come on. Yeah, you got the speed. You got the speed, boy. You've absolutely got the speed. You've got the speed. Yes. Yes. What channel will this be posted on? This is definitely not getting edited. But the simulation thing I did, will be. Will be. Yes, Oz Winston. I do really feel bad. But yeah, next Tuesday, brother. We're absolutely doing it. Jeez, it's still inside the first half? I honestly, that is a back. Yes, that's a Teddy time back. I don't know if I've scored 2 tries against pro opposition in one half. Like, this is easily the best performance I've put in so far as these Roosters. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's not enough space on the inside. Oh, Jesus. Sam Walker, he ain't ever done that in his life. He has not done that in his life. Big shift now to the other side. That's what we need. Keep it going. Keep it going. There's going to be space there. Nah, not quite. Not quite. There's only 2 minutes left to go. Cheeky little bit of brilliance from Mark. Nope. Tackled off the ball. Nice. Oh, that nearly went very wrong. That nearly went very, very, very wrong. My God. We were risking things here. Get him over the sideline. Get him over the sideline. We do not get him over the sideline. Hugo Savala couldn't get him over the sideline. Only 30 seconds left to go in this first half, though. Toya out of dummy half. Sorry, out of marker. Oh, they're through. Come on. Change me to Radley. Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, we take that. We take that first half. Absolutely, we take that first half. If that's the way it plays out in real life, I'm happy. The score for the grand final was 12-6, Panthers. Hines kicks us off for the second half. There's a gap there. Not a gap that's big enough for Savala to run into. To be honest, I actually think it was big enough, but he wasn't fast enough. Across Egan Butch. No. Okay. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, that we benefited massively. I did not. Oh, my God. Okay, what happened there? I did this little joystick thing to do a step, and... Oh, no, they're through. Okay. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. No. Okay, we stopped him. My thumb slipped off it and pressed A. No, stop it. Ah, Jesus, yes. Tedesco stopped him. Whoa. That was awful from me in attack. Okay, cool. I think we've gone on top of this now. Yes, Teddy, good job. The baby says that we're still friends. Were we friends, the baby? Have I seen you in the stream before? That's offside. Yes, let's go. Okay. I passed out of dummy half. I'll be so real. That was a massive pass that I did out of dummy half. Anyway. Going nowhere here. Oh, Sanders Smith to the Knights. It is a great signing. A great signing. He'll play dummy half. If he... Oh, you what? Why? That's not fair. That's not constitutional, brother. That's not constitutional. Oh, dive on it. Yes. Okay. So it's going both ways. But, I mean, really, like... It's... What we're seeing happen here, ladies and gentlemen, is not the finest standard of rugby league. Len you with a bit of space, but no, nothing doing. So I'm trying to sort out my TikTok chat. Okay. One more play. I'm going to shift it out to the left here, and then we'll just do a nice little kick on the last. I tried a late offload, didn't get it. We're too deep for a 40-20. 20-40? No. So I'm kicking it close to the sideline. Nice. Bang. Nope. I tried to get him over the sideline. Couldn't. We're close. We're close. We can survive this. Ah, high tackle. High tackle. High tackle. High tackle. Oh, dear. I think that the best way for me to go is if I get downfield, kick a field goal. I think that's low-key the way to go. I keep giving away freaking high shots. This is the problem with me in career mode as well. I keep like getting all my players suspended because of high tackles. Which it doesn't seem that there's really a way to avoid them. Of course the baby. Yeah, sure. We can be friends if you like. I'm curious to see how many followers I've got from this on TikTok because I see a lot of people saying following. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Come along for the NRL watch-along live streams. That's where the fun's really at. This ain't nothing. Out to Hines. Now, oh no. Oh, that was a bad defensive read from me. Luckily, Radley was across it. Come on, boys. We can survive this one. One more play to go in the set. Out the back for Nico. Oh, now McInnes. Righto. No catch marker again. Billy Smith has got it. Making the last little round of subs here. Radley needs a spell. Get White back on at lock. Watson, yeah, for Benayoelu and Spencer Lenu for Lindsay Collins. Beautiful. Oh god, no! All the players are running off the field. Pick it up, Benayo. Pick it up. Pick it up. No, no, no. Where? Where's the accidental offside? Where's the accidental offside? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the accidental offside? What are you talking about? This is what I want to love this game. Desperately want to love this game. But when it does this, look, the term unplayable is a very, very harsh criticism. But why would I play this when that happens? We saw how the first points were given away. Like, I now need to defend an entire set because I made some interchanges. Like, what? Oh, yeah, no, great. Yeah, cool. Cool. And why would you guys bother watching? Like, what's the point? Yeah, exactly, Will. They score, and I mean, there was nothing wrong with my tackle attempt there. The game just decided not to allow it. Rex, we can be friends if the Raiders win. Will he miss the kick at least? He started it way out to the right, but that's bending back nicely. Beautiful. Yeah, no, nice. Yeah, no, Sharks deserve both tries they've got. One off a knock-on that was so my fault, really was passing to a player in the exact same position, and it bounces off him. And then that one, which as we know, was a textbook accidental offside from Benayoelu. Outstanding. I mean, sometimes, bro. I'll just go back and play FIFA 14, honestly. Ball out to Tom Hazelton, doesn't get through. Bias? Yeah, honestly, we got absolutely biased. Yeah, no, this has been perfectly legitimate. Brayley out to Hines. There we go, nice tackle there. Hugo Savala, beautiful. Beautiful. 30-meter gain. Yeah, see, that's what happens when we can actually defend a decent set. Beautiful work from Mark there. Okay, we're going to have good field position by the end of the set if we can make some ground. They have stacked my short side. I do not need that many numbers there. Yeah, Toya's been dangerous. I thought of going to that side, and then I was like, nah, do you know what? Run with Collins, run with Collins. There's space out there now, though. There's definitely space out there now. Bang. That was a nice run. I'll run this with Connor Watson here. Gets around 1. Doesn't get around 2. Okay. Find Tedesco maybe here if you can. No, Nafahu White's the man. Sick. You guys hear that? You can hear that, yeah? The passing. Why? I pressed pass to playmaker and it gave me Nafahu freaking White. Tedesco was there. I'm not bashing refs. I'm bashing game. A little bit. I still hold believe that this game will come good, but it's just at this point, I don't think it's unreasonable. That was a nice little exchange of passing. I don't think it's unreasonable for me to want a game that doesn't have 2 or 3 of those absolutely like game-changing glitches. No. Well, what's the point, mate? Why? That didn't help me. An intercept and he just gets tackled over the sideline. Sick. I didn't even do anything. Computer gets 6 more. Nice. If they will kick a field goal here. What a way. What a way to go. High tackle. I actually can't believe that this is happening. We were winning. It just... I'm not even like holding sprint into the tackles because I know that increases the odds of a high tackle. It just decides that it wants to do it sometimes. I mean, goddamn. We have to worry about the try first, though, before the field goal. Are you serious? Okay, what did that ball bounce off? Wow, we've freaking lost the game. I can't believe this. What did this ball bounce off? It bounced off something. The replay's locked. Show me. Show me. I dare you, Rugby League 26, to freaking show me what happened with this pass, yeah? Okay, so cool. The Fahu White is like, okay, I'll just leave a huge gap out there in front of Nico Hines. Why? I don't know. Hines passes. What? And that bounced off someone's head? Yeah, that bounced off the back of Blake Steep's head. It didn't even touch him. It didn't actually make contact with him. Guys, that's 3 tries, man. That's all 3 tries. That play. There's an intercept. They pushed me straight over the sideline. Then a high tackle when I wasn't sprinting. And then that. You work so hard for points in this game. And then it just does that. Total rubbish. It's over the sideline. Yeah, no, that's on me, to be fair, but I don't know how to do short kickoffs. Oh, yeah, I had to tighten. Yeah, no, that is on me. I had to tighten it up. Imagine this happening on Saturday. Yeah, no, the old accidental offside. Yeah, that'll go hard on Saturday. Great. Thankfully, that's not lore accurate, because reasons. Am I being unreasonable here? I don't think I am. When you concede 3 tries in one game, all 3 of which were nothing to do with you, basically. Like, why would you play this game? Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. No, you're not being unreasonable. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It takes my soul away. It really does. I'm looking forward to playing Winston next week, sure, but bro, best believe we'll play Rugby League 26 against Winston at the start of the stream, and then we are dipping to Rugby League Live 3 immediately. It did not have... Look, the gameplay was heaps less smooth, right? But it didn't have these things in it. The important thing is height. Yep, no, I had a feeling it would be. My old roommate from last year used to do that. He used to be like, Dylan, what? Hi. Yeah, no, I used to absolutely, like, every single time it would split my sides, I would slap my knees and I'd be like, that is the most hilarious thing I've ever heard you say. Oh, dear Christ. Well, I am so leaving that there. I am leaving that there. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Well, as I say, edit all that simulation stuff now. It'll be live on LeaguieGames tomorrow, assuming I can get it done in time. So please do watch the video. That'd be very, very much appreciated. But yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out, and I will talk to you all later.